I miss how it used to be. You were the only one that I could see. You know I love you, whatever you do. And you know that I've always got your back. I'm trying to tell you that I miss you. The way that you sing in the car, like hearing where you are, driving to work or to school, and doing everything you do. I'm trying to tell you that I love everything about you, and I miss you. I know I've done a lot of bad things to you, but give me one more chance and I will make it up to you. You know it would mean a lot, I'm giving it all that I've got. I'd do anything for you, anything that you want me to. I'm trying to tell you that I love everything about you, and I'd do anything for you, and I miss you. Yes, I miss you. Yeah. Yes, I miss you.
Hey everybody, good morning, Grand Rising, and what is up? How are you doing? Welcome, it's me, Archer. How are ya? Thanks for being here. I'm gonna turn the light up a little bit. The lighting looks dull, looks boring. How are you guys doing? Good morning, and what's up? Hope you had a good weekend. There. We don't need to bleach me out, but maybe just turn the light up a little bit. Yeah, I like that. That's better. How are you guys doing? What's up, Eternal Moonlight? Cleo in the house. Christina, what's up, dear? How are you doing? Thanks for coming to the live, everybody. If you're new, I'm Archer. Nice to meet you. We do this every Monday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern time. I love block scheduling. That's the beauty of it, because since I started working, I've worked weekends since I was 14 years old. And one of my goals was to have Saturdays and Sundays off. So I tried a few Sunday mornings and I'm like, nope, don't like it, not digging it. Pisces energy wasn't on point. So we're back on Monday mornings. Hi. So that means Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Your guys' readings are tomorrow on Tuesdays, and then Cancer, Leo, Virgo Wednesday, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius on Thursdays, Capricorn, happy birthday, Aquarius and Pisces on Fridays. Boom. And then we still do cards and coffee. Going to try to do it Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, but at worst case scenario, Tuesday through Friday. All depends on how tired I get after talking for 3 hours. So, fellow tarot readers, okay, cool. All right. Hi, Julie. Good morning. Hey, Lana. What's up? Aaron, welcome in. How's it going, everybody? Sunshine, what's up? Thank you again for everything you're doing to help with Mama T. We'll miss you so much when you go home. But then I'll probably wind up moving down there anyway, so it's cool. What's up? Hi, Kate. Hey, Deb. Good morning, everybody. Infinite Faith, OG in the house. What's up with the quadruple sevens? I like it. Oh, look at all the sevens. You got the 3 7s in your screen name. That's cool. What's up, Preach? How you doing? Good morning. Thanks for being here, guys. Yeah, I turned the light up, but I didn't want to totally bleach me out, because did you see the post for the New Year's Eve All Signs with Frankie? It's like I look like a Detroit albino and she's all Tampa tan. Right? I'm like, oh my gosh, Archer, you don't get any sun. Where's your Italian heritage showing through? No olive skin at all. Michigan. So, yeah, we'll just keep the light at about, this is cool. We're at about a 7. With all the 7s in the chat, we're perfect, right? Hey, Julia, Nadia, welcome. What up? How are you guys? So, yeah, if you didn't notice yet, we are going to do the New Year's Eve All Signs collab. That's going to be with me and Frankie from Frankie's Tarot. So make sure you're subscribed to both of us. All right. I just made it to the 100,000 members here at the family, and I love you guys for that. And Frankie is already over 80,000. She's heading for 90,000, and her 100K is coming up probably around Valentine's Day. I'm going to lay it odds. February's Frankie's month. It's an F thing. It's cool. Randy, Angel Eyes, what up, y'all? Hi, Crystal. How you doing? Stevie. Hi, Stevie Nicks. What up? I love when a celebrity comes and hangs out at the live. I'm sorry, Stevie. I won't tell. I forgot. Stevie Supersonics, your fake account. I'm sorry. It's okay. Casey Musgraves was here earlier, the other day. Yeah, it was cool. Angelina Jolie shows up too. It's neat. Hi, Haiti. What up? So, yeah. This Wednesday, December 31st at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, B and Frankie are going to be your Rita and your Ryan. We are going to welcome in the new year, see what's up for you and your person with a bonus extra all signs this week. So you get this one today, and then you get another one with me and Frankie on Wednesday. And our very own Melissa with Sunshine Intuitive Tarot, Sunshine herself, is going to be opening it with an oracle message. All right? So TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, everybody. We're going to be here Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern on all the platforms, all right? I know, I'm sorry, Stevie. I still like Dreams. It's a good song. Okay. All right, Sparks, what up? How you doing? Thanks for coming. Okay, so we're going to do it from the top. You know the usual. All the messages that come out, you guys are protected, good, bad, or indifferent. You're my ride or die. When you're with me, you're covered. So we will set the pace, set the tone, all right? That's my safe version of saging. One time I tried to use sage and I almost burnt the studio down. So the cars, when the red light's on, boys, let's go. All right, so we're going to start from the top with Aries all the way down to Pisces. I know, Julie, I got to keep the... Do you guys want me to? Okay, this channel is here for you guys, and Julie's asking. We're going to pull the audience real quick before we start. Do you guys want me to go Pisces to Aries or Aries to Pisces? I can go in either direction. Totally up to you guys, because when I tap in, so long as I ask for Pisces energy, it doesn't matter when I read them, it's Pisces energy. Ooh, I got Pisces. I got 3 Pisces. I got 1 Aries. I'm sorry, Rebecca. Sorry, Aries. Hold on. Pisces to Aries. Maya said, okay. I got 5 Pisces on TikTok. 6 Pisces. Oh, there's another Aries. There's an Aries. Okay, gotcha, Kate. Gotcha, Miss LC. An Aries and a Pisces. There's an Aries. We're over to 7. Guys, oh man, Aries. It's going to be Pisces. We made it to 10 on Pisces. TikTok got us to 10 Pisces before we got to 10 Aries. All right, we'll do timestamps afterwards, but I'm going to keep the crowd happy. We had 1 Cancer. Can we start with Cancer one day? That'd be cool. All right, Pisces it is. You guys got it. We're going to do a Pisces to Aries reading, the final reading of 2025. All right? I'll stick to the Zodiac order later, God, I promise. Remember, it does. Every reading I do is going to resonate to any placement anywhere in your chart. Because even if you're like, I don't have any Pisces in my chart, Archer, that's cool. Just because there wasn't a planet in that part of the sky that NASA identified as a planet or an astrologer back in the good old days, it doesn't mean there was nothing up there. There were rocks, there were stars, there were things going on. So these readings may resonate to anywhere and anywhere, all right? And I'm much like Bob Ross, how you figured out later on that Bob Ross was actually painting a complete scene all the way up the river and the mountain, and like every painting he did was like a flip book. Basically, if you watch from air, you just put this thing on, set it aside, and listen to it through your earbuds or just let it play, and you'll hear the story of you guys. In this case, we're going to do a Pisces Aries, but I'm very good at doing stuff backwards, right? That'd be cool if there was something in the gear wheel besides slowing down my voice or speeding it up. If it played the whole reading backwards, that'd be cool. Anyways, miss him. What? Shh. Easy, guys. What's up, Angie? Shrek, what up, brother? How's it going? Serenus Life, welcome. Ooh, not your average pretty face. How you doing? What up? How you doing? I'm not your average Cancerian. Huh? Anyways, okay. I'm not your average anybody. You got it, y'all. All right. This week, our final reading of 2025, our final all signs of 2025. Starting tomorrow with Aries, it will be January 2026 readings. This year has flown by. And y'all notice how like January to August was one way and September to December has been a whole nother way? It's that shift. It's the energy shift as we witness the narcissistic collapse of society. It's an energy shift. We saw on the Schumann scale, that blackout, it led to hyper white light activity, just like we predicted. So following that course, that means everybody's maturing. Emotional intelligence is being achieved across the board as the Earth's heart chakra, the core, as it activates, everybody's getting elevated. Some, it's going to be a little tougher adjustment than others, growing pains, but We all will make it through it. All right? It's beautiful. So, you got it. Pisces to Aries. Let's go. I'm here for you guys. This is your guys' channel. All right? That's cool, Aaron. He contacted on Christmas. Baby steps. Baby steps. You can start engaging and have some fun. It's just like you guys are meeting again to start fresh. That's cool. Congratulations. We got some coming together vibes. This is going to start like domino affecting out to the whole collective. I'm loving the vibes here. You got spinny hugs. You guys are awesome. I do. Infinite Faith knows me. She's known me for a while. I always have a spare claw on backup. It's like Iron Man's like the suits, right? That works. It would cool like that. All right, let's go for it. We're going to do Pisces to Aries. I will do timestamps afterwards. And like I was saying, just leave the thing on playing in the background. And it'll be amazing how I tell your entire story. Okay? So let's go. I got a cool boss. He's awesome. He flexes awesome. All right. Let's begin starting at the bottom. That doesn't even sound, that's like rude, you know? So, because you're still the grand finale. You all right? You're the fireworks display, the boom. Anyways, Pisces, what's up? How you doing? All right, Pisces, you know what? I brought this out. I'm feeling Beatley, so I brought the Beatles deck out this week. I brought it back into the equation. So Pisces, we're gonna use the Beatles deck for you, all right? Let me have one extra drink. Keep the throat chakra jamming, all right? And let's do this. Hi, Lisa, what up? Spinny hug back to you too, Lisa. All right, let's go for it. Here we go. All right, God, tap me and tune me into Pisces energy. Let's do this. Let's begin. Pisces, you're gonna be at, we got to do like 12-12. That'd be really cool. So hang on, I'm gonna milk it for a Frankie-proof timestamp. Hold on. So Pisces, what's up? How you doing? So you like Krispy Kreme, right? And do you like going to Krispy? Do you like donuts in general? What you up to? Who's having donuts? Pisces, your timestamp's going to totally be 12-12. So you ready? Okay. Hi, Pisces. What up? See what happens when you get stuck at the first reading? Pisces is like, can I go back to the end? Aries to Pisces, please. Hi, Pisces. All right. Let's tap in and tune in, God. Let's do it to it. Give me everything you got for Pisces. All right. Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Pisces, however, during the week, you'll still be at Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern time for your individual. Okay. So let's go for it. All right. Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? God, give me everything you got. Think about your person. Think about whichever you want. This is your final reading for 2025. So let's do it. All right, here we go. 2 shuffles, Pisces. Let's do it. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the pretty, proud, powerful Pisceans, because you get to go first. Whoa, look at you like Ringo standing in the star. You're like, I'm going first. Yes, it's finally my time to shine. Ooh. 2026 is, if 2025 has been really, really not so good, 2026 is going to be the complete opposite. And we're already starting to energize. That's the 8 of Wands. This is forward movement, Sagittarius energy. I like it. The Queen of Cups, Cancer. That's real love. That's my card of real love. But the 8 of Swords is there. That's a little deeper into the 7 of Swords. Oop, that's a lot of sword energy that leads to the World card. Closing a chapter or cycle. Stu Sutcliffe showing up with this here, the Sunday Times, John Lennon's album, Sometime in New York. So I'm feeling the vibes. Some of you guys might be facing, maybe you fear like evil eye or bad juju, somebody casting spell work or something your way. All right. So right out of the gate, as I get the cards out here, just connecting the energy, I'm not even going to explain how spell work and bad eyes and juju and blah. All right. We don't subscribe to the black magic, you know, cool. All right. Vengeance is the Lord's, though. We don't wish bad on other people. So instead of explaining it to you, there's plenty of other channels to do that, Pisces, darling, or buddy, but any gender neutral reading. However, we're going to just say a prayer while I get the cards out and connect to your energy. All right, so let's do it. All right, God, we ask, please, and thank you that any evil spell energy, negative energy, bad juju, any devil energy being cast upon Pisces be diverted, deferred, and cast off into the ethers. In return, we do not ask for anything bad upon those casting the spell work. 2 wrongs don't make a right. That's your department. Instead, we ask that Pisces receive the complete opposite of the spell work. With all the 7s in the chat, 7-fold, please, and thank you. Amen. The Star card. God's like, you got it, Archer. No problema, Pisces. Told you he's a cool boss to work for. I love his flexes. Beautiful energies. Aquarius, you got some nice cards. Even you're leading in with the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups talks about your dreams, what you want for your future, and what you're working to manifest with the Emperor. definitely could be reading for some male Pisces here, but we all have masculine and feminine energies. That's why it's a gender neutral reading, right? It's an energy that you're coming into a place of balancing out both your logical and your emotional left and right brain sides of things. And in the Ace of Cups, you're ready for that fresh start. Okay. Similar to that short that I posted last night, that it's not about something. When I get like the Ace of Cups in an energy on a reading like this with the person I'm feeling, it's like my Sag grandmama explained to me that when they come in this Ace of Cups, it's not picking up where you left off, but it's meeting again, beginning again, and starting fresh. Ace of Cups. And some of your frustrations could be on both sides of the fence with the Ace of Wands. Pisces. Just look at Ringo's drumstick. Look at the drumstick. Anyways, so I don't know why, but I'm hearing Marcus. Yeah. Robert, I found the hoodie. It's all gone. So is South Carolina. That might pop up in your TikTok feed or you really dig it. Angie, darling, thank you for the $25. Oh my goodness, thank you for the super chat. Spinny hugs, much abundance in 26 for you. Much like this Empress on the King of Cups I'm seeing. So you are calling in that divine counterpart that's got their emotions in check, right? Because we've got the King of Cups here and the Queen of Cups is right underneath the Eight of Wands. That's an emotionally balanced power couple that comes in. Real love vibes, Pisces, Cancer. The Eight of Wands, this could be something that happens because I am hearing that Beatles tune 8 days a week. So maybe it's something about like maybe not in the week ahead, which whenever you find this reading adds 7 days to it, but maybe it's 8 days. Like God's like, could we have one extra day? Maybe like an extra 24 hours is needed for your person to like process something. Maybe the fact that their jaws dropped because they went through an awakening and all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, Pisces, my Empress. Did I not mention that you guys are a high level? So there's a really deep soulmate contract here between you guys, right? Because Emperor to Empress, King of Cups, Queen of Cups is a big divine couple. So you're not crazy, Pisces. Yeah, this is your person. And they're catching up to it. It's like you both want to reach out, Emperor to the Empress, but you also fear that the other one maybe is going to retaliate. Is like maybe the other person, maybe somebody's got somebody blocked or you both got each other blocked, right? But in the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, it's like however you guys are carrying out or finishing this stage or this phase of the healing part of the relationship, right? There's still a little bit of Ace of Wands passion between the two of you guys. There's still a spark ignited that connects that cord between you two, all right? That's why y'all been dreaming about each other lately. There's a lot of cross watchers watching for you, Pisces. There's a lot of cross watchers here like, oh my God, he's doing Pisces first. This is awesome. You got your person getting a little excited about you. I do got mutable energy too, like another Pisces, Gemini, Sag, or Virgo. Doesn't have to be their sun sign, just part of their chart that's like really activated for you. Because it's like you guys both fear the other one's going to do something, but you're both wanting to really make sure it's safe to proceed. But I've got emotion and passion both at one. It's like that song by Brian McKnight, Back at One. You know what I mean? And with the Emperor and the Empress out, King and the Queen of Cups out, it's like, yeah, this is a dream come true. It's all the lyrics of that song. You guys might be finding that your guardian angels are using music to speak to you. Or somebody here might be a musician or an entertainer, singer, songwriter. The High Priestess is your energy. And this is here giving you a little bit of clarity, something that gets shed to light that like lifts the prenubium veil, right? Like you guys want to make sure there's something safe to proceed. The High Priestess and the King of Pentacles tell me God says it is safe to proceed. That what you guys have gone through, even in the time apart, they've achieved a state of emotional maturity, all right? Where in the Nine of Swords, they've done this behind the scene in silence to beat the devil. I can't show you this card. YouTube will not like it, okay? But anyways, John and Yoko, Two Virgins album cover. Just browse it later at your own risk. It's up to you. All right, so let's get some clarifiers. There's Libra and Taurus energy pretty strong here. Aries and Cancer, Aquarius and Gemini, and I already said Aquarius. I already brought you up too. I like that you're kind of taking over your reading. Sag is here too because Temperance came out. So that is bringing that balance in order to create the connection you guys want. After somebody feels like they walked away from their blessings with you, they are realizing that you coming into their life was a blessing. Okay, you changed this person in ways that at first they didn't recognize it, but they're starting to. And look how isolated they are. Even though they're acting all Nine of Cups, that's George all alone with his guitars. And George was a February 25th Pisces. But you know what? The thing about this is that you activated the change in them, right? and they're finishing processing the final lesson and passing the test with the 8 of Cups to walk towards the 9 of Cups, which they see as you. Okay? I kind of dig it. 5 of Cups to Temperance is just showing that, like, they're telling me they wish they had met somebody else before they met you. They're like, I would have rather have gone through all this stuff with somebody else, so I was ready for Pisces. I feel bad. So in the King of Swords, they're sitting in a little bit of their own shame and guilt for the way they overreacted, right? This is Gemini energy in the King of Swords. Some of you guys could be in a divorce or a pending separation, because in the Tarot High School Yearbook, the King of Swords is voted most likely to get divorced, right? Gemini energy. But the thing is, some of you guys might have a Gemini moon. And I only think of that because John Lennon is sitting on the Imagine Square in New York City in Central Park there, right? And that Imagine just made me think of that. You know, maybe Gemini moon, the part that controls your insides, your dreams, your thoughts, your emotions. So you activated the change in them. And you know what? They're kind of nostalgic right now, too. 5 of Cups. Feeling like they really messed up a nice opportunity. So something about emotional maturity has been humbling them on this one. And you know what? This Temperance card is telling me that the transformation they went through, where they're like coming out of their Beatles black collarless suit era and going into the Sgt. Pepper uniforms, they are changing. They're transforming, reinventing themselves, right? And it's from a place of lack by not having you in their life and wishing with the 5 of Cups, they could go back and do it again differently. You know what I mean? So they really never took the time to ask you, hey, Pisces, what are your 10 of Cups dreams? What do you want for the future, right? Instead, they were totally like, no, just come be a part of my 10 of Cups dreams and just hush and go along for the ride. And you're like, does what I want matter? 10 of Cups, right? It's the blessings that come in off the 5 of Cups that they needed to be able to have a more mature conversation with you instead of trying to just make you and mold you into what they wanted, but to like take both of your guys' 10 of Cups dreams, right? And blend them together to make the future going forward. That's balance, Sagittarius energy, and Temperance, which means they are learning the lesson. You know, it's like the avoidant has healed their anger issues on that Temperance card, all right? Some of you guys could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Cancer, and Aries is here. You got really strong cardinal energy. Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. A lot of Pisces too. You are really totally on this person's mind. And for those of you that are like, oh, no way, Archer, I'm not on their mind. I'm not on their mind. They told me they can do a million times better than me. No, they can't. They were lying. They knew it too. That's the problem. That's why God's like, Pisces, we're not letting them move on. Not a chance. They're not getting rewarded for what they did to you. You know, the thing about this is that they needed to really work on their avoidant ways, because along with their temper, that fight or flight mode, Scorpio energy on the 5 of Cups, that was a lot to deal with when you didn't know from day to day, hour to hour, week to week, what would happen. And then every week you would try to talk or bring it up or something with the High Priestess. They'd be like, not now, Pisces, just hang. We'll talk about it later. I'm kind of busy. And you're like, this is kind of important to me. And they never wanted to hear you, right? I really feel it's like because they're used to never being heard. They really needed to work on that. It's like they were still in a little bit of like a PTSD from a previous relationship, you know? The traumas from an ex created a lot of it. 9 of Pentacles. Told you, they're single as a Pringle, and I've never seen a single serving Pringle anywhere. But you know what I mean? 9 of Pentacles. Virgo energy enters the chat, right? The Wheel of Fortune. Strong Cancer and Sagittarius on this reading. Then we got the 3 of Pentacles. Your guardian angels are showing up too in the 4 of Swords. See, the 4 of Swords, that's my freezer card. God had to put this connection on a pause so they stopped taking and neglecting you and your heart and how much you were doing for them while not doing nothing for you, right? So this 4 of Swords, they hadn't, crosswatcher, bad crosswatcher. You hadn't healed from your past ex before you met Pisces. It's not fair to take it out on Pisces. You know what I mean? This is what their guardian angels with the 3 of Pentacles on the 4 of Swords are telling them right now. All right. Tower card and the Sun card. You will find out, oh my goodness, with the Lovers, you'll find out why this Tower card had to come in between the two of you guys in order to stop them and reprogram them, reboot them, so they stopped neglecting how good you were treating them. No wonder you had to go quiet and just put up with it nonstop. The ego and the entitlement was beyond point, right? Scorpio, Leo energy, Lovers, Gemini. It's a choice type of a vibe on this thing. Because so now here's the thing though, because now you're the person as they go through this in order to grow up and mature, these major shifts in their lives, you've become the person on their mind, that you've become the one that got away. Especially bonus points for those of you that they told you that, like, I'm still working on healing, I'm getting over something from somebody else, right? Well, that person has been booted off the island. Wilson, and you've become that person. So the shame and the regret is also causing a bit of them regretting making the choice that they made. It's not that they wanted the ex before you back. It's that the ex did a number on them in their hearts. And like for some, they could even be widowed possibly. Okay. They could have gone through some rough stuff or changes in the 10 of Wands that they had to put behind them with the 7 of Swords in order to come in and meet you at your level for the 6 of Pentacles, right? An equal, balanced, reciprocal relationship. That takes us right to that World card, confirming that they have passed that test. They're closing out the cycle. All right. Libra, Sagittarius, Aries energy on that with Taurus, Scorpio, even Aquarius is here. Gemini strong too. All right. But let me see the direction it goes, because that's like, here's the thing on it. The biggest part about it is like something had them thinking that you needed saving, right? Or they had to save you and you just wanted them for them, right? And it's like, you just want, you didn't need somebody that needed saving, Pisces. You didn't need somebody to save you. You needed somebody to stand beside you while you saved yourself, right? Somebody had always thought they knew what was best for you. They have been humbled. That's a big 8 of Pentacles. You guys do work well together with the 6 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles, a protected connection. They have closed themselves off, but they've done the work successfully. They do pass the test with the 6 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles. The 6 of Wands is success and victory over the 5 of Wands struggles and strifes that you go through while learning lessons to prepare for that 6 of Wands victory. So what you find out is that they're realizing you didn't need saving. You needed that person to stand beside you while you saved yourself. And things are lining up here that the person here that's supposed to press send is totally going to be guided to do so. I love this for you. With the energies coming in and the warm fronts, you're pushing, you're darn near a 94% chance of communication if you haven't got it already. I love this for you. All right. Pisces, 3 of Cups. You guys do wind up married. I'll be shut the front and the back door. You're letting all the heat out. 3 of Wands. There's high winds advisory all over the United States. Close the doors, but don't forget to burp the house. Let fresh air and open a window a little bit. Anyways, property management day is coming out. 3 of Cups. You guys do wind up married. 2 of Wands. This time they make the right choice and reach out in the Page of Pentacles. I love it for you. Pisces, okay, your reading, your individual live collective reading will be Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And until then, please hype and like the reading on your way out. Have an awesome week. And I love you, Pisces. All right, I'll see you later. So let's go. Supper's in the backseat. Mom's home hungry. Let's do it. All right. Bye, Pisces. Okay, y'all. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Let's do it. Aquarius is up next. This is cool doing the last all signs of 2025 and doing it backwards. It's neat. I kind of dig it. Thanks, Pisces. That was really cool, you guys. I love you guys. All right. Aquarius. I don't know. Let's go with biblical. Let's go with the biblical. All right, let's see what's up. Christina, you ready for Aquarius? You ready? Oh my gosh, is it? Hold on, I don't have my glasses on. It is May. What's up, May Hopper? I missed you. How you doing? Psychedelic in the house. What you up to? Thank you guys for hanging out and being here. All right. You're welcome, Haley. My pleasure. Spinny hugs. All right. Mine was good, Stevie. How was yours? All right, Aquarius. Let's see what we're going to do for you here. Y'all, I know I'm in Michigan and there's like 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts, but I'm hot. I'm going to take this jacket off. Hold on, Pike. Time out on the field. Hold it. Okay, cool. Thanks. Give me a second. Let's just get comfy. This is like that scene in Iron Man where Robert Downey Jr. eats the cheeseburger. Come on, Aquarius. Let's just get comfy, all right, for just a second. Hold on. Give me a second here. My Virgo moon's got to hang it up. I can't just put it aside. Hold on. Thank you. Okay. Better. What's up? Oh, hi, JMM. What up? Greetings from the 734. What up, buddy? Thanks for coming and hanging out. Austin, what up? All right, yeah, we're just gonna hang out, Aquarius, have a Heineken on the roof, look at the stars in a telescope. It'll be fun. Talk about the ponderables of life. All right, it's cool. All right, Aquarius, you are good. Everybody double taps a few times back to see what I was talking about in between the readings. Anyways, that's cool. I love it. Anyways, all right, Aquarius, you're going to be, these timestamps are so cool. You're going to be at 3028. No, 3030. How could I not do that? Seriously. What up, Aquarius? How are you? Thank you for being here. All right, Aquarius, we're going to see what's up for your last reading of 2025. This is cool doing it backwards. It's kind of fun. All right, let's see. All right, Aquarius, think about your person and let's see what's going on for you as we enter the new year. I'll see you back here this Wednesday on TikTok and YouTube and everywhere with Frankie from Frankie's Tarot. We're doing the New Year's Eve all signs. It's a big bash. Come and hang out with us. All right. And just subscribe, be a part of the fam. We do your individual readings every Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern. So, all right, let's do it, God. Give me everything you got for Aquarius. Let's go. What do we got for Aquarius? I love reading for you guys. You are the awesomest of the air signs. It's so cool. I mean, Libra's still the boss. Gemini is Gemini. And that's mean, Archer. God wouldn't let me say it if it wasn't something I'm supposed to say. But you're still awesome, so let's go. All right, God, give me 2 shuffles for Aquarius. I am not picking on signs in 2026. That is not nice. All right, let's go. 2 shuffles. Was this person just somebody that picked on people, like a bully or something? We're going to find out. Let's find out, Stevie Nicks, Supersonic. Let's go. 2 shuffles. Ready? 1 and 2. Cool. Let's love this deck for the amazingly, oh, hold on, come here. Awesome Aries. Taurus, settle down. You're going to find out what it feels like to be Aquarius, all right? Aries just found out what it feels like to be Pisces, all right? We'll keep going. Let's go. What's up, Sunny Delight? Casey, oh my gosh, Stevie Nicks is on TikTok. Casey Musgraves is in YouTube. I am honored. Oh God, I'm exposing all the celebrities' fake accounts. I'm sorry. Sorry, Casey. Casey, Stevie, have you guys thought about doing a duet? You guys totally should. Whoa, 8 of Cups. Pisces energy comes in on this. This is the ascension of Jesus. Your guys' connection is ascending along with the Earth's overall vibration towards the energy of marriage with the 3 of Cups. If you've been sitting here thinking you're going to be single, God's like, oh, come back and ask again in about a week when you come back. And you're like, Archer, I found somebody. I'm like, what? 8 of Pentacles. Uh-oh. Side note, single Aquarian, somebody at work's crushing on you. Just so you know, 4 of Swords and they're not talking, but in the Chariot, then you got somebody coming back your way. Oh, decisions. Let's go. Give me some cards. The Knight of Cups, the 7 of Cups. Whoa, Scorpios entered the chat right out of the gate. They busted through the door with their stinger. Yeah. Page of Pentacles, Capricorn on the 2 of Pentacles. Ooh, some of you guys might be Aquacorn Cuspers. Libra and the Devil. Ooh, Cardinal energy showing up. That's Libra and Capricorn. And the 9 of Cups for a little Pisces. But a little bit of blessings or prayers being answered. So, could be an age difference. But I really think you're the activator that awoke this person in the 7 of Cups. Because literally, this is Jesus testing Satan in the desert. And here's the devil, right? So, are you the you're the activator that okay, you awoke this person and their mask has been stripped off of them since. Could totally be a Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but it helps. No. That's, well, okay, whatever. Capricorn's showing up again, still. All right, so I think what it is this person is being put in check by their guardian angels for some of their childish games. Because I'm hearing a song by Jewel, Foolish Games. These foolish games are tearing me apart. Hi, Mom. What up, Mama T? Oh, my gosh. Mom, thank you all for your prayers for Mama T. You guys are the best. But this is what they had to beat out. Justice on the Devil card, right? These were the challenges that got in the way of this thing. So this person's being put in check by their guardian angels for this, and they couldn't keep stringing you along when it suited their needs, right? Fixed energy comes in. Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. But in the 2 of Pentacles, it's like they put everything else in front of you. And like, instead of prioritizing the relationship or the connection, it was the last thing on the priority list. It's like once they had you, they didn't care. So this could be what led to you needing some time to yourself to process all this, right? Priscilla teaching the teachers, right? Hi, PG. But Nine of Cups, Eight of Cups, strong Pisces, a little bit of Cancer vibes on this. This here is talking about whatever it was that they were really hooked on or addicted to, which it's like doesn't have to be like booze or pills, you know, because I'm hearing that Why Johnny song. But I think in it, it's more of a bit of like being addicted to the drama or attention, right? They could never let something rest until tomorrow, never go to bed angry, something like that. Like their anger was a thing to deal with. And I think that's why you needed the time to process all this. You know, with the cardinal energy that comes in, it's like somebody have a habit of telling you what they want you to do, right? So the Five of Pentacles, you were the one that put a pause on this, had to close the door. Seven of Pentacles. Oh, they have been. Oh, those posts online, they are about you. Parable of the Sower. You guys are still Queen of Swords. That makes sense. You guys are still digitally kind of like some of your posts are about them, some of their posts are about you, and you guys are like you're still communicating digitally. I think like some of you have already gotten a message from them with Abigail the Peacemaker here on the Queen of Swords, and maybe that's what you're trying to process because like maybe like for some of you guys, the holidays were not so great for them when they got there with the family, right? And everybody's like, so where's Aquarius? What happened? Oh, well, that sort of, and like they kind of got a right act or a guilt trip from their family in a way. So I'm thinking like, I think that with the Seven of Pentacles, they're still wondering if there's a chance here. And that's why they're making posts about you online. They're doing it way more than you are because you're just trying to cruise along and do yourself. And yet, like every post they make online is about you. So either they're trying to digitally fight this, the Three of Cups, Eight of Cups, they still want to marry you with the Ten of Wands. This is somebody getting out of an attention-seeking behavior. Like they would be all in when it was good for them, and then they disappear. Some of you guys, they'd travel if you guys lived at a distance to come to meet you or see you, and then like they disappear for a week at a time, and then come back when it was convenient for them. Especially for those of you that found out in a way that they had put you into a third party because they're like, hey, I'm telling you I'm getting out of the marriage. I'm telling you I'm getting out. I'm working on a breakup. And you're like, you've been telling me that for a while, right? This person could be the one that led some of you guys to decide to stay single and not date or get involved, Aquarius. You know what I mean? Because they kind of had a way of manipulating situations and then turning you into the bad guy or girl. No gender in tarot. Pisces, Sag, Virgo, Gemini energy. Immutable signs on this. You know? So I think it's like you're fearing a cycle repeating itself again. Either they've already reached out or they're going to reach out, and you're like, they haven't changed. They're going to do it again. High Priestess, expect the unexpected. Seven of Swords, Two of Swords. No. Emperor. And the Lover's card. Y'all, they are figuring out that y'all are each other's rib. And they want their baby back, rib. And expect the unexpected. This person is going through a Seven of Swords, Two of Swords gauntlet run of tests, okay? Like they have done the work and now God's testing them. They're having repeated old triggers being brought up before they go forward with you. God's like, you better be right for Aquarius. And they had to outgrow the dismissive, avoidant ways, okay? Because they got to prove to you they actually changed. And this is on the Two of Swords, God testing Abraham's faith, okay? So they have been putting through some tests, more tests than you, believe it or not. So you know how much you've been tested, all right? Add about 3 to it. That's how hard God's hitting them right now to make sure they're ready for you, okay? The thing that they, you know how like they would always tell you like, oh, just relax, Seven of Swords, and they're all about you, only to ghost every time something in their life doesn't work out how it was supposed to. So they had to outgrow that stuff. For some, they kept like promising you the moon and just never delivering on it, right? I promise I'll give up the addiction. I promise I'll start working more. Or I'll start, and they just never lived up to their words. They kept writing checks their body couldn't cash, right? And it got to the point you never wanted to believe when they would promise you something. Seven of Swords. But coming into this Emperor energy shows somebody reaching a point of emotional maturity after passing a lot of tests. That if I take the Seven and Two of Swords together and I turn it into Nine Swords, that means it's been happening in silence. Or some of you guys, something in September was a catalyst point. But it's putting them into King Solomon energy. You know what I mean? So the vibes on that is that like, oh, they can, please Aquarius, give me some more time. Please give me one more chance. And you're like, okay, that's chance number 7, chance number 8, chance number 9, right? So I think this is that point here because it's like, in a way with the 7 of Swords there and the 2 of Swords, it's like they're being visited by ghosts of relationships past, present, and future. You know, a little bit of It's a Wonderful Life vibes of like, hey, cross watcher, is this really the direction you wish for your life to go? Because if you want, I will show you what it might be like. And they're coming back out of that dream state and being like, oh man, I screwed this up big time. All right. So it's, the thing about this is whatever you did, okay, I really feel like you got a pretty good cutoff game going on, Aquarius, right? You know your worth. You're not going to let them keep doing that to you. And I think that's what spooked them, right? So the thing about it is the way that they're getting into their head and thinking so much, the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy that comes off of it is that like they're like hitting a wall or hitting a crash out point. They're having a very hard time adjusting to the death of the narcissistic era right now, that narcissistic society collapse that we're experiencing. They're having a hard time with it. That's why they have to keep being tested to get to this point of emotional maturity in the Emperor vibes. So as they go through that, that leads them to this crash out point. Some of you guys, they might start publicly posting some weird vibes, some rough stuff. But it's what gets to a point of leading to maturing and humbling in order to lead to the incoming communication. The Emperor takes action, all right? Just so you know, you do have about a 78% chance of communication in the week ahead based on the energies. But for those of you that did walk away from them, you shocked them, okay? Straight up, all right? you shocked them like Heath Ledger walking away from a hospital. What? All right, so heads up. This looks like a pretty interesting thing. Something about New Year's Eve, maybe what causes them to have a point of reaching out, but we'll see how it goes. And I'll see you back here for your reading on Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Please hype and like the reading on your way out. Thanks for commenting and being a part of the fam. And until later, I'll see you then. All right? Peace, love, and spinny hugs, Aquarius. All right. This is interesting doing it in the reverse order. It's kind of whoa. Because now we're going to do Capricorn. So Capricorn gets to feel like what it's like to be Gemini. Gemini's got to wait to Capricorn spot. Okay, I can do it. It's cool. Hey, Jessica, thank you for the follow. Thanks for being part of the fam. Welcome. All right, let's see. Next up, hi, Shayla. What up? Oh, I love Leos. You guys are awesomeness. All right. Thanks for hanging out with us today. It's cool. I know everybody's like, wait, he's already on Aquarius? What's up with that? So we're just backwards. There'll be timestamps afterwards, so you can come back and check it all out. I pulled the crowd, and dude, it was neck and neck for Pisces versus Aries, but Pisces won out. Pisces was the first one to 10 votes. So it's cool. We're going to do them backwards. Even if it's not the sun, my readings are, I'm FHA compliant. All right? So my readings will resonate to any sign or placement in your chart. And thanks for being here, Cliffy. But yep, from my days in property, you know, if they made everybody take FHA training with their driver's license exam, the world would be a much more fair and balanced place. So, but yep, any sign and placement, cool vibes. You can thank my property management days for that training. It's worth it. Okay, let's go on to Capricorn. Happy birthday, Capricorn. What you up to? What's up? Birthday spinny hugs right out of the gate. Hold on, wait, I'm going to timestamp it so you guys all get the spinny hugs. There we go. Okay, cool. Capricorn, you're going to be at 44 exactly, and you get Titanic. Okay, cool. So that's, what's up, Capricorn? Happy birthday. Birthday spinny hugs for you. You are so awesome as the cardinal earth sign. You are the only sign that begins and ends the year. How about that? Nobody else gets that credit, right? That's why you're the boss. GOAT. So think about your person, and Capricorn, we'll do your live individual reading. That's going to be on Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. All right. So hang out, subscribe, be a part of the fam, and let's go. All right, God, tap me in, tune me into Capricorn's energy, please, and thank you. Give me everything you got for Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn? Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. What do we have for Capricorn? Okay. All right, 2 shuffles. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the greatest of all time, the boss, the GOAT, the cool, calm, collected Capricorn. Let's do this. Overall energy is you. Page of Pentacles. You're manifesting communication. All right. This is fourth officer Boxhole from the Titanic. He's the one that was sent down to sound the ship and came back up and said, mailroom's flooded. We're going down. Your person's going down. And literally the tower's here. Oh my word. 8 of Cups, the Tower card, and the 3 of Wands. So they've already made it through the Tower energies, or you guys have. But look, they made it onto a lifeboat. They're watching the ship sink. Okay. That Tower card, you're going to find out the Tower card of the 8 of Cups. If this hadn't happened, Capricorn, things wouldn't have gotten better. This Tower moment leads to something better. Okay, let's go. The 2 of Wands, better decisions on their parts. 2 of Swords, I think so. The Moon card, lots of 2s repeating. The Devil, ooh, the Queen of Wands. Violet showed up. Hi, Violet Jessup. The 5 of Wands to the Ace of Pentacles. You guys are noticing loose change or pennies on your path. But Violet Jessup, this is my girl. This is my girl right here. This girl survived sailing on the Titanic and Titanic's 2 twin sister ships, Olympic and Britannic. All right. So you guys survived this. And with the 2 of Swords, the 2 of Wands, I really feel like the real big part on this one is like, can you forgive them for what they did? That Moon card shows they have a fear inside of them that whatever they did with the Devil card to you was something that they can't come back from. Okay. But I like it when your major arcana shows up in your reading, because that's you taking your power back. So you are manifesting change in them with the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands are working through those lessons that frustrate you and keep that fire inside you burning to make it to the 6 of Wands success in the connection and a fresh start with the Ace of Pentacles. And it's not an Ace of Cups. It's not, oh, a dreamy fresh start that's like being manifested. It's like, no, it's getting ready to happen. Okay, this Ace of Pentacles showing up, this is actually elevating the chances of communication, especially with you taking your power back on this. You are GOAT. You know what I mean? Because with all the repeating 2s, or some of you guys, you or them might be born on 2nd or 12th, 21st, 22nd, some variation of repeating 1s and 2s, because it's like this person has, this person has recently reopened the connection. Either all of a sudden they started thinking about you again, they went into their phone and unblocked you, and they're like, I'm just going to wait and see what happens, because I'm a little nervous to reach out to Capricorn first, because Capricorn's got the right to go off on me. Okay, Queen of Wands on the 5 of Wands. All right, it's kind of like they've experienced this, where'd you go? Where's the Tower moment? 2:17 a.m. Titanic time, right? They've experienced this Tower moment, and I think that's why they started having dreams about you and reopened the connection telepathically. Oh, so they've experienced like a personal Tower card moment in their life as a karmic debt that they had been avoiding paying off for a while. Oh, it's why they were so entitled with you. Very used to always getting their way. And if they didn't get their way, they pouted. Okay. Leo energy on that. Aries is here. Libra 2 on that. Okay. Could be another Capricorn, but Aquarius is here. And you do have pretty strong cardinal energy as far as Aries and Libra and Capricorn goes. Okay. A little bit of Cancer vibes off the Moon, because even though that's one of Pisces' cards, I still pull Cancer energy as Cancer's dominant satellite is the Moon. Page of Pentacles. There's even some Virgo vibes here, but it is a little distant, okay? Give me a little more. Give me more on this top row of cards for Capricorn's birthday reading. Please and thank you. 10 of Swords. Whoa. Their swords go to 16. That's a lot of overthinking when the 10 of Pentacles. Believe it or not, this Tower moment is part of your guys' long-term 10 of Pentacles 10-year plan. This is a long-term connection. Something about real estate might even be a part of this, because the 10 of Pentacles is a real estate card or a long-distance connection. But in the Hierophant, it is going towards union and to a higher level of emotional maturity. Okay? So they have to, the thing about it is, like, they have to come in and end their player ways. That's the thing that they had been avoiding playing off. They were enjoying being a player. Sorry, cross watchers. I don't mean to call it as I see it, but it's a rabbit, and I got to call it a rabbit. Oh, losing you was their white rabbit moment. Okay. 9 of Wands shows they're feeling the heat of this. Look at that dude down in the boiler room. Those rooms down at the bottom of that ship got hot. The Hermit card. There's the Virgo energy right by Cancer with the 2 of Cups and the Page of Cups, Scorpio energy. Charles Lightoller pops up. This dude was photobomb guy in the Titanic. He showed up in parts of the ships that you wouldn't suspect him to be at. They're getting ready to pop up with a message. And that Page of Cups, Scorpio Pisces vibes, it talks about one of the things that kind of ticked Jesus off back in the days, when somebody would worry more about polishing the inside of the cup rather than polishing the inside. Wait, yeah, did I say that right? You know what I mean. They were more worried about the outward appearance than the inward appearance there. I was way too philosophical for this early in the morning. I'm getting more coffee. Hold on. Sorry. I'm human. I have to drink. Okay, thanks, Capricorn. Okay, now, meanwhile, back at the ranch, especially on this Ten of Pentacles to the Hierophant, right? That Page of Cups is getting ready to bubble up because they were more worried about like outward appearances, keeping up with the Joneses. That was a bit of the mask, and they weren't worried about washing or cleaning the inside of the cup, working on themselves. Age difference might be a part of this. Some of you guys may identify with this as a twin flame connection, okay? Doesn't have to have a title to it, but some of you may. Nine of Cups. Oh, and the Eight of Swords. They are only praying you'll talk to them. And that King of Pentacles. Side note, you got some bonus in the financial department coming in as a reward of what they've put you through, okay? That King of Pentacles is John Jacob Astor, Jingleheimer Schmidt. He was the richest man on the ship. Because this dude was on the ship is why they sank the ship to start the Federal Reserve. That's why tax day is April 14th, same day Titanic hit the iceberg. What? Who said that? I don't know. Anyways, my Sag Neptune's acting up. I'm sorry. Sagittarius, you're next. Hang tight. Okay, cool. All right. So the way that like their avoidance, like your avoidance off of their avoidance is paying off on the Eight of Swords. Okay. So whatever they were on seems to be why they could never get things off the ground with you. Right. The devil does speak of some addictions and stuff and the ability or mobility to overcome them. You know what I mean? I think on this one is they really needed to outgrow the dismissive avoidant ways. You know, like where they could always tell, yeah, they'd be like, oh, just relax, Capricorn. Why are you blowing this all out of proportion? And you're like, because it's important to me. It means something to me. I want to have a conversation with you. They'd be like, oh, Capricorn, well, don't worry about it. No problem here. And you're like, no, kind of becoming a problem here. They had no situational awareness. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. You guys do miss each other. Even you right now, you're ticked off at him. You got right to be too. Anybody that looks at you and goes, oh, Capricorn, just get over it. You shouldn't be mad about that. It's doing more harm than good for you. No, you got a total right to be upset. I totally dig it. But deep down behind it, you love them. Especially for those of you that this is a spouse and you're currently going through an argument or a fight or somebody staying at mom's or something like that. Because, oh, you know what? It's like the bowl of oatmeal up here, never really fully finished cooking as a result of their upbringing. Maybe like a single parent household or something where one or both parents weren't attentive and they had to figure it out on their own. Or they had like a parent that wasn't a parent, that definitely wasn't mother or father of the year, right? And I think that's the thing here on the Eight of Swords, the Nine of Cups, Five of Swords, is that's what messed up their long-term blessings, okay? So they did, you know, quite the absentee parent vibes that led to them never really being taught anything about the world. You know, even at this, it's what at their age, it's why they still acted like a child even at their age, regardless of the age difference. Because they needed a little bit of emotional maturity. They just had to grow up a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like, especially when whatever this is was in their system. I'm going to leave that part black Sharpie markered out because it's telling me you know exactly what was in their system. That's your major arcana, right? And I thought, this ain't fair, right? Hold on. I need a soapbox real quick for Capricorn, okay? Why did you... Okay, Tarocchini people from way back in 500-600 billion years ago, whatever, I don't care. Why did Capricorn get this? Why? I think Capricorn should have the Wheel of Fortune. You know, this should just be like a high priestess or something that's like not directly assigned to a sign. Do better, astrologers from way long ago. Don't worry, I'll stop and check in on you guys. Okay, but that's the thing on this, because this is devil vibes. It's like a similar message came out for Pisces. That song "Why Johnny" came home late on booze and pills, smelling of that cheap perfume. It's like they had to outgrow the dismissive, avoidant ways where they would like always tell you to relax. and just worry about the ghosting. It's something that it's like just bad child learning that they had to break. It's like you guys coming together allows both of you guys to break some generational curses. Like both your grandmamas are going to be happy. You know what I mean? Exactly. Oh, do you? Oh, dude. Okay, I'll mind my business. Girl in Love's like, we kind of like the devil card. All right, that's cool. I dig it. See, y'all are on a higher elevation. You get it. I like that. But in the Ace of Swords, this leads to the communication for the two of you guys. Okay. So with this here, Libra energy showing up, I really think your ultimatum and standing your ground kind of put them in a place of an energetical check or a checkmate because they had to grow. All right. Where it's like they're telling me they never should have ran their game on you. Right. Never made you a priority. But so that's why, you know what it is? They're figuring it out in the silence that love's not a game, it's an energetic exchange. You got to respect people's hearts, you know? Seven of Swords leads back to that Knight of Cups. So, yeah, the silence between the two of you guys on the Nine of Swords here is what leads into the direction because this is when people figured out Titanic was in trouble. It wasn't, the ship was big. Nobody really felt or heard the iceberg. Honorable mentions to the people in the bow and F deck, whatever. But this is that when the captain finally turned the engines off and everything shut down for the last time and the steel of the ship stopped vibrating. That's when people started waking up going, hold on, why have we stopped? What's wrong? The silence between the two of you guys is what led them to being like, wait a second, what did I do wrong? Seven of Swords. That leads you to the Ace of Swords on the Knight of Cups, which is more of a humble, genuine apology and more mature communication, right? It's the point here that's got them to the mature stage and giving them giving up the vice in order to reach out matured and humbled, which if they haven't reached out yet, Capricorn, if you haven't gotten Merry Christmas or Happy Birthday at this point, oh, they still get the birthday wrong. Oh boy. Right? Happy birthday, Capricorn. It was 3 days ago. Oh, I'm sorry. Cross watchers, the calendar app in your phone is awesome sometimes. But bless their hearts. See, they do stupid stuff, but you still love them, right? You're like, I know. They had to grow up just a wee little bit, and that's what they're working on. I'm looking at you. You're pushing about a 93% chance on it this week. If they haven't reached out yet, it's only because God won't let them until they're ready to come in correct. Okay? So I hope that helps. And regardless of what's going on, you focus on you and you make your birthday and your solar return the best one yet because you deserve it, Capricorn. 26 is going to be the complete opposite of what you've been through in 25. And I love that for you. All right. So I hope that helps. Please hype and like the reading on your way out. And I'll see you back here. Your individual live reading will be on Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Okay. I love you. Peace, love, and spinny hugs, Capricorn. All right. So Gemini, see what it feels like to be... Never mind. Sagittarius is next. Cancer, you're finding out what it feels like to be Sagittarius today. Your reading's coming up later. The public, the family spoke. They wanted Pisces first. In Sag, this is what it feels like to be Cancer. Sorry. Italia's like, I'll wait. All right, Sagittarius. Let me change up this. Doobie-doo. Perfect. There we go. Cool. And thanks for being here, guys. I know I've been shuffling the schedule around, but I wanted to get back to my Monday through Friday with weekends off. So I know you guys will find this reading when it's supposed to and everything. And this is where it's at. I'm home Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern times. I love it here. You are welcome, girl in love. Thank you, guys. I kind of dig it. It's neat. I can tap in, and it's basically so long as God knows, all I got to tell him is a sign. I can put these in any order I want. He tunes me into the right frequency for each one. It's awesome. You too, Patty. Good to see you. Spinny hugs. Cancer, Yellow Angel. I'm a July 7, Cancer. Happy birthday. All right, Italia, you're the Gemini. Love you. I love I'm Gemini, Mars, and Mercury. I love Gemini. You're awesome. All right, you Lighthouse of Destiny. It was your destiny to show up, and it was. What do you think made that happen, Lighthouse of Destiny, where it's like the family voted Pisces first, and you're like, it's this moment you come in and we're getting ready to do Sagittarius. How cool is that? You just get all the knowledge, you Sagittariuses. Happy belated birthday if you missed it. All right, or if I missed it. But anyways, let's see what we got here. Sagittarius. Let's use the stained glass tarot. Oh, Three of Swords. Your person's in trouble. Don't worry. Sag, give me their number. I'll have a talk with them. All right, Sagittarius. You're going to be at 1 and 10. 10010. Let's go. What's up, Sagittarius? Thank you very much for being here. All right. Think about your person, and your individual collective reading will be Thursday, and every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern. So subscribe, hang out, be a part of the fam. What's up, Jasmine? Oh, what's up? You awesome December 19th, Sag. You. How you doing? Happy belated birthday. There we go. All right, Sagittarius, I have the 8 of Wands. You may think nothing is going down right now, but in this 8 of Wands, the 8 of Wands is the element of the story progressing forward. There is movement going on behind the scenes, and this is your energy. So your thoughts, your dreams, your manifestations, your prayers is what's leading this with the lovers. That's a deep connection. You know there's like a deep soul connection on this. Whatever you subscribe to, twin flame, soulmate, special person, SP, I feel the vibes. So let's do it. Because I love reading for you, Sagittarius. It's why I'm Archer. I've been affectionately called the Sag Whisperer, and I'm quite proud of that. All right? That's why I'm here for you. All right? Let everybody else think you're Sagittarius. We don't need them anyways. They're cool. All right, Sag. Think about your person. Let's go for it. Give me 2 shuffles. Your person's already thinking about you. That's why they popped the cards out. But when the cards pop, that means I'm connected. So let's go. Give me 2 shuffles for Sagittarius. Let's do it. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the super successful and yet still downright sassy Sagittarius. The only sign worthy of 5 syllables. Let's go. The Page of Wands. That's a message that's going to make you... Oh my gosh, my female Sagittarius. This is the message. You look at it, freak out, drop your jaw, and then you start dancing around your bedroom like you're back in high school with the hairbrush. Male Sagittarius it's the equivalent of finding the 10 millimeter socket. That's a Page of Wands moment. You find that 10 millimeter socket, boom, you're fire. Right? 9 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. They're lying. They're not with anybody else. God's not letting be rewarded after what they did to you. 9 of Pentacles. Because the 6 of Cups shows they can't get you. Yeah, it's George Harrison. They got their mindset on you. 6 of Cups and the 9 of Swords. The Silence, they've been thinking about you more than usual lately. Aquarius and Cancer energy. Okay, we got the World card, 4 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. Aw. Sag, there is real love in your guys' energy, and the World card's talking of a closing of a cycle. I dig it. The 10 of Swords, the Hermit, and the King of Swords. Wow, they really shouldn't keep yelling at you like that. King of Swords, 10 of Swords, Hermit, 8 of Pentacles. Some of you guys may work together, or this affected your work life, or somebody had to do a complete reboot or change out of everything. You know what I mean? Okay. The 8 of Pentacles does show somebody putting in the work. I kind of dig that out of this too. You know what's interesting about this World card, especially with that 4 of Pentacles right next to it? It's like this person has figured out the reason things never worked out with you was because of how immature they were acting. 4 of Pentacles. And that's what led to their attention-seeking behavior on this. Because it's like you loved them, but you weren't in love with them because of the immature attitude, right? The Hermit, King of Swords, 10 of Swords, right? They never used their words wisely, and they never really think before they talk. Some of you guys could currently be in like a temporary pause or a separation. Even some of you guys may be in a divorce because the King of Swords, Gemini energy, is voted the most likely card in the Tarot High School Yearbook to get divorced. All right. But you know what? You did love them. You just didn't like their immature attitude, right? It got to be a little overwhelming. And the mood swings where like it would go from like a 5-year-old on Mountain Dew with an uncapped Sharpie marker, then right to a 10 of Swords, sad, depressed train wreck, right? And it became an emotional roller coaster of in and out vibes. And you're like, I need something more Queen of Cups stable. No wonder why you always kind of kept this at arm's length, but you really wanted more, right? You had more effect on them than you realized, even though you think they never really listened to you and only were ever worried about themselves. It's like they can't get your voice or your thoughts out of their mind. So if you've been hearing their voice lately, you guys are both connected because it's like they're awakening to real love. They can't figure out why they're changing so much, but they're doing it. Knight of Pentacles. This has been Some of you guys, this could be the original runner, the one that brought you to tarot, the one that led you to discovering the tarot. The Seven of Cups, you could be the one that led them to tarot. Oh, if you were not the one that turned this person onto the tarot, God's helping you. You know how our cell phones are basically 2025 new age Ouija boards? God's like having a kind of a fun time of like putting tarot readings into their algorithm as they scroll in those top 10 signs you've met your soulmate, things like that. So I think they actually for a while did think you'd walk. They didn't think you'd walk away. They thought they had this unlock. They underestimated you, right? Thought they knew what was best for you. Then they couldn't figure out why you were hesitant. And you're like, you're scaring me. You're intimidating. It's a lot. Some of you guys, they might have maybe verbally used like verbal stuff, straight up verbal abuse to beat you into submission verbally. All right, metaphorically speaking. Okay. I will never condone an abusive relationship. I was raised and taught in no way. A man should never hit a woman. Never, period. No excuse, no options. All right. Just saying. Sun card to the Seven of Wands. You are protected. So good. Okay. The thing on this here is that with that Six of Cups, this is nostalgia where they're reflecting back on the good times, back when you guys first met before everything went all cattywampus on you guys. And they're achieving a little bit of acceptance in the form of like accepting your wabi-sabi. They really, it's like every time you do for them, it was never enough. You might like make them a complete meal and they'd be like, well, that's great, but I don't really like that. And it's like, wow, really? You know? Or even for my male Sagittarius is maybe you like you had their car and drove it to a car wash and then you brought it back, cleaned up and gassed up. And they're like, what in the world? Did you move my seat? And you're like, well, yeah, you're like 5'1". I had to totally move your seat. I'm just like, right? But it's like that. Okay. And what I'm seeing on this is as they process, the longer the silence between you guys are, the more you get rewarded on the career side of things. Either raises, promotions, more money comes in, okay? Small, abundant blessings for you while they process through and beat out the lower level energies they were dealing with, okay? On the Chariot, that's what the Emperor drives into a great battle that they return victoriously from. You know what I mean? Cancer energy is pretty strong here, but so is Leo vibes. Could be a Cancer, Leo cusper, or someone with some strong Cancer and Leo in the chart. But then the fixed energy is pretty strong too. So you got Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius coming in. Gemini is here, and more Scorpio. Virgo, more Gemini. But then you got that real love. Queen of Cups speaks about unconditional love. They couldn't continue to put conditions on their love or your love. You know what I mean? They needed to grow up. And so the thing about this is at some point, your person said to God, I want a whole new life. And God's like, we're going to hold you to that. This might get a little frustrating. And your person's like, Three of Pentacles. Okay, let's go. Queen of Pentacles and the Lovers. Back to that Three of Swords I saw at the beginning. Now remember, the Three of Swords doesn't have to be another person. Although, on a side note, for those of you Sagittarius that have confirmation that your person wound up trying something with someone else, went back to someone else, I'm not telling you it happened. You know, okay? You know your story. This is not condemning anybody, okay? What it is that they had to go in the direction they did in order to reprogram the mindset. They had to experience exactly what they were doing to you directly in order to stop it. Okay. And that's the thing, whether this is another person or drugs or an addiction or attention to drama, okay, gambling, money, spending, clout chasing, whatever that mindset is, they were in a state of an emotional, like, immaturity. They had to level up to come from a Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles status, okay? Queen of Pentacles doesn't so much talk about just the money, but it talks about their own mental stability, maturity. Okay. And the Three of Pentacles are the guardian angels that are helping beside them to like kind of make sure they do the test, pass the lessons. So this here is the energies that like, they are wanting to fix things. God's just putting them through this gauntlet of tests in order to make sure they pass it, to achieve the emotional stability the Queen of Pentacles represents. You know, it's like someone relying on you for everything instead of like owning it. Because a lot of you guys might have had to grow up from a young age. You've always had to be a mature, responsible, and just like keep the family together or whatever, right? This person was like kind of spoiled or entitled, very used to getting their way. And then when they didn't get their way, then the temper tantrums, right? They had to go through it. And so in order to do that, they had like, it's like you're working, Sag, you're working, you're busting your butt. I mean, granted, it's a really nice looking butt, okay? But that's not, did you need a compliment, Spinny Hugs? Did you need a compliment? Okay, cool. Even my male Saggies here, boom, fist bump, okay. Anyways, the whole thing on this is that it's like, you're working your butt off like Lady Madonna trying to make ends meet, and they're just sitting on the couch with 1,000,001 ideas, running around like the Tasmanian devil, but never putting anything into action, right? Then you're having to take care of everything, and like, oh, well, they're holding out for a management position, or they're waiting for that book deal, or something like that. And you're like, meanwhile, cable's due, rent's due, lights are due, right? Love your dreams, but hey, crosswatcher, right? So whatever. You're welcome. They not a lighthouse of destiny. At first I was like, oh my goodness, that's kind of like, whoa. But okay, it's cool. Sag, are you manifesting in that one that like when you're in the kitchen cooking those meals that they were like picking on you for before, that now instead of coming in and picking on your cooking, they come in and like smack your badonkadonk and tell you you're cute? You guys have an interesting relationship, but it's fun. It's like, so what I'm seeing here is that they've been dealing with everything they put you through as a gauntlet run, okay? So they learn the lessons about that so they can treat you the way you're supposed to be treated. And once they come through that, it's going to get into a point where they can handle and deal with their own issues while you have your issues so that they don't keep leading in. It's achieving emotional maturity in order to like achieve humbleness, and that's what leads them to reach out. You're sitting on about a 96% chance of communication this week. And the Queen of Cups, Cancer energy, is the card of unconditional forgiveness too. This is a genuine apology coming from them, all right? Bonus points if they got Cancer or Gemini in their chart. All right, Leo's here too, though. All right, every sign's showing up. I'm not even going to do it because you got the World card. Their whole chart's activated for you, Sag. You do have a way with it, okay? I love this for you. Sun card. 2026 is going to be the complete opposite of what you've been through in 2025. All right. Your abundant year is approaching. I love it for you. So hope it helps, Sagittarius. Please hype and like the reading on your way out. Subscribe, be a part of the family. Join me and Frankie Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern for the New Year's Eve All Signs. And until next time, I shall see you then. Don't forget your individual reading. It's going to be on Thursday at 9, 10, 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm having to remember the schedule backwards, but we're doing it. Teamwork. Okay. All right, Sag, I love you. I'll see you later. And I hope you did have a good solar return. You make this solar return the best one yet. Spinny hug, Sag. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. All right. And much like we do usually right after Cancer, we are going to have a brief 2-minute intermission. All right. Gives me a chance to rest myself up, stretch. And you guys too, stretch, talk amongst yourselves. If you're at work listening on your earbuds, this is the point where you can start playing with the keyboard, make it look like you're doing work before Lumberg walks by. Just be like, you doing those TPS reports? Right? It's cool. I'm really busy. All right, so just take 2 minutes for a brief break, and I'll be right back, and we'll do the timestamps. And next up is going to be Scorpio. Oh, this is fun. All right, guys, I will be right back. You guys too.
I miss how it used to be. You were the only one that I could see. You know I love you, whatever you do. And you know that I've always got your back. I'm trying to tell you that I miss you. The way that you sing in the car, like hearing where you are, driving to work or to school, and doing everything you do, and trying to tell you that I love everything about you, and I miss you. I know I've done a lot of bad things to you, but give me one more chance and I will make it up to you. You know it would mean a lot. I'm giving it all that I've got. I'd do anything for you, anything that you want me to. I'm trying to tell you that I love everything about you, and I'd do anything for you, and I miss you. Yes, I miss you. Yeah. Yes, I miss you.
Go. Where am I? Where's Archer? Peekaboo. Hold on, I got TikTok back. Where's my screen? Where's the screen? Let's see here. I got audio. Sorry. Can't help it. I'm a born button presser. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, we're back. Hi. Anyways, this was going to turn into a radio broadcast for the other 8 signs. That's right. Here comes in the Zeppelins. Watch out. It's the Hindenburg coming over. Anyways, we're cool. See, even God puts me in check, Stevie Nicks, right? God's like, okay, Archer, settle down. Calm down. God does that. If a tarot reader or anybody's not saying something he don't approve of or not supposed to come across, there'll be glitches, there'll be blackouts, there'll be problems with internet reception, all that stuff. So that must have been a moment for me to be like, God was like, get your butt in check, Archer. He's a cool boss. All right, Scorpio, you're up next. All right, Scorpio, you are going to be at 1-17-17. So what's up? How are you doing? All right, Scorpio, think about your person and let's see what's going on with you. And definitely make sure you're subscribed to fellow Scorpio Frankie from Frankie's Tarot and hang out and be back here because we will be going live Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern for a New Year's Eve All Signs Big Bash. All right. But otherwise, think about your person and God, tap me in, tune me into Scorpio's energy. Give me everything you got for Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. What do we got? Whoa. I knew I felt something getting ready to happen. 3 of Swords, King of Pentacles reversed, which I reset all my deck energies on the 5 of Cups, 6 of Wands, though. Nice. 8 of Pentacles. But when a card comes out reversed, I got to honor it, Scorp. So I think you've been dealing with people that have been sending some spell work your way, casting some juju vibes on you, bad juju, spell work, things like that. And I'm not even going to waste our time explaining it. There's plenty of other channels that can do that. I'm simply with the Hanged Man going to pray. All right. So let's get 2 shuffles. Let's connect in while we set this up and we're going to pray for you. All right. God, we ask that any and all spell work being cast on Scorpio or sent Scorpio's way be cast off into the ethers. We do not ask for it to be returned to sender. We know 2 wrongs don't make a right and vengeance is yours. However, we would like and we ask and request humbly with peace and love that Scorpio receive the complete opposite of whatever spell work is being cast upon them. Please and thank you. 7-fold. All right. Please and thank you. Amen. The Fool card. Message received. You're protected, Scorpio. I love it for you. Check out how the 6 of Swords came out reversed. All right. This shows somebody's not seeing things from another perspective. This is saying stand your ground. You are in the right, Scorpio, and your prayers are covered. Wheel of Fortune. All right. So let's do it, Scorpio. Here we go. Scorpio, Scorpio, wherefore art thou, or Scorpio? 'Tis the east, and Scorpio's the sun. Would Scorpios by any other name still be just as sweet? Gosh, yeah, totally. It ain't about your sign, it's about you. All right, so let's go. Give me 2 shuffles for Scorpio. I love you guys. You are awesome. Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the super successful, downright sexy Scorpios. You might have some Sag in your chart because that was part of Sagittarius' intro too, but let's see. All right. Overall energy is the 8 of Swords. See, that bad juju being cast your way, it's got you overall energy in a state of analysis paralysis, right? Almost like fearing what's coming next. Well, guess what's coming next is the Queen of Pentacles. All right. In the week ahead, you actually untie your hands, so to speak, and you overcome some anxiousness, some nervousness, and uncertainties that you've been facing. In the Two of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, you get to walk away from an old mindset and start picking up the pace, going towards a new energy, a new direction. All right. With all that sword energy, your brain's on high energy right now. You're transmitting into the universe big time. You're in some manifestation power. All right. We got the Knight of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Emperor. Nice. Strong Aries and Leo energy. Nine of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune into the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. This is leading to a fresh start for you two, though. I dig this vibe. All right. Cancer and Libra energy comes in on this one. So you're wondering how they seem to be just fine with what they did and why is God letting them get away with it, so to speak? Part of you wouldn't mind giving them a piece of your mind, but you're maintaining your composure. I love that about you, right? Nine of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. You're choosing peace. You're choosing to take the high road in this. And it does still have you in that vibe, though. Why is God letting them get away with this? Four of Wands to the Emperor, especially on that Knight of Wands, especially for those of you that they were still in that partying stage. But it's like things going on around you in general may have you kind of losing hope or direction altogether, right? They may never change their ways. Maybe stuff is always going wrong. What's God got against you? In the Emperor vibes, it's not that so much. It's the vibes that with everything that's going on around you, it's like, is it that you doubt people around you because of how much they lied? Because they were lying about how well they're doing. They lied about that might be one of the lessons for them. I pull some strong vibes off of this Aries energy on the Emperor. This is somebody who's like, whenever they were talking, their pants were on fire. That right? Which is why, especially for those of you that they're trying to make you jealous with how great their life is, or for 4% of you, they've moved on into another relationship, they're lying. They're lying about that. They're Nine of Pentacles just like you. You guys are totally mirroring. You're in the mirroring phase on this one. It awoke them to a lot of stuff they needed to work on. Whoa, Ten of Pentacles. Oh, some of you guys might live together or somebody's in real estate or planning to move or something. But that Ten of Pentacles, that's emotional stability. Page of Swords. Oh, I knew it. Queen of Wands and the Two of Cups. You do realize it, right? You know everything they're posting online, all 10 Pentacles. Everything they're posting is about you. They might be trying to get your attention. Queen of Wands, the Two of Cups. I'm nervous that it might be rage baiting, but the Queen of Wands is a third time the charm vibe. They might be genuine. The Nine of Wands even speaks of an apology, Sagittarius energy, for making you feel like you didn't matter in the Seven of Cups. It's like things were good with this person until the White Rabbit showed up and you didn't suspect it out of them, right? Oh, I think that this is like a lot of the mask is a lot of lying about who they were, how they were, and they had to learn a lesson about that, you know, because it's like they're so worried about keeping up with the Joneses. You had to act or behave a certain way or something, otherwise they weren't interested. They were more worried about their job, about their money, the finances, and some of them treated you like an employee. And you're like, what is up with that? Especially with that. But with the Two of Cups, the Emperor, they are being awoke to the depth of this connection. You know, especially for those of you that they were all worried about their money or their status or who they drive or what they brag about. Remember, prosperity isn't a sign of God's approval. So it's not like God's punishing you and they're getting rewarded on this all stuff. It's like, yeah, the prosperity is not signs of God's approval. It's not even for anything about what they did to you. It's because it's not about what they have in this lifetime. It's about how they love in this lifetime. And in that Emperor energy, they weren't in a very loving place, right? It's that old saying, blood is thicker than water, but money's thicker than blood. And nobody ever finishes the poem because love is thicker than all the above. This is somebody that never was fully all in to commit it. With the Two of Wands, Five of Wands, and the World card, they're getting out of a very indecisive in and out energy, okay? The on again, off again, the hot and the cold vibes. They were so insecure about just everything. they worried privately about what everyone thought about them, and then they kept changing the story to turn you into the villain, right? It's like it's got Luke 12:15 vibes all over it. Maybe you or them were born on the 12th or the 15th, or December 15th resonates. But it's like you guys have gone through this before, but this time they took it a little too far, right, Scorpio? And it's, yeah, Nine of Swords. It's like you had to cut them off or silence this or pause the connection and just kind of focus on and do you. And they didn't think you were able to do that. But like you almost, it's like they're not talking, but yet they're online stalking, you know, instead of having like a mature conversation about it. King of Wands, told you, I felt that. My crown chakra is activated too. Two of Swords into the Queen of Swords with the 10 of Wands. Yeah, they never used to think before speaking on this, but with the Ace of Pentacles to the Lover's card, they've chosen to go in a different direction with the Ace of Pentacles. So you guys could be dealing with this. Was that Sag or Capricorn that got the Ace of Pentacles? I can't remember, Scorp. But it's like, yeah, the thing on this is that they're wondering how you're doing so well without them. Oh my goodness, the entitlement. Whoa, maybe an age difference or just immaturity at the time, because like for some reason they thought like you required them to survive or thrive. Their ego was so big they couldn't get it out a standard size entry door. Right? So they've had to go through a little bit of humbling on this with that Ace of Pentacles. Bonus points for those of you that are like seeing pennies on your path or spare loose change, because it's showing here that this is like they're getting to a point that like however well you're presenting publicly that you're doing, regardless of how you're feeling inside, they're seeing it and it's triggering them. Okay, it's triggering them to take responsibility for what they did to contribute to this. Your cutoff skills actually did get your point across, even with a delayed reaction on this, even with how they've been trying to get you, like, I think they've been trying to reach out or get your attention, but you're almost like, hey, you can dial me direct. You got my number. You don't need to make social media posts, Crosswatcher. You can call Scorpio direct. Wow, Scorpio, you are bossing up. You're in a glow up this week. Yeah, Fool card. That's the card that popped earlier. I love it when a card comes back that pops out at the beginning. That was the approval that the prayer was answered, that God received the message, and that you're go. You're safe to proceed forward in a protected energy for your real love with the Knight of Cups. I like this. So there is a genuine apology and a calm, mature conversation coming in for you. There is a warm front approaching that Taurus energy on it, but it's like, be ready for an equal reciprocation and a mature conversation. You know how their fight or flight used to kick in anytime you wanted to talk, and they take it all personally and go off the handle, right? They've been put through something with the people that have been brought into their lives in order to mature them, humble them, and elevate them. All right. You are sitting on about a 98% chance of communication this week if you haven't already gotten it. And if you so choose to, for those of you that there's only about 4% of you, I'm feeling this, that may have them blocked. If you choose to unblock them, you will be getting the message through. It is your free will choice. Okay. All right. So I hope that helps, Scorpio. I love you. You are awesome sauce. All right. Please hype and like the reading on the way out, and I will be doing your live individual collective Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern. So subscribe, hang out, and I look forward to seeing you back here then. All right. I love you, Scorpio. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. All right. I think I just did love in sign language. Maybe sign language may resonate to somebody with Scorpio or Libra. I'm not sure. This is wild going in reverse order. I get chills doing it this way. It's kind of fun, though. It's neat for something different. Next Monday and Wednesday night with Frankie, we'll do it in Aries to Pisces order. We'll get back to the beginning. But I dig this vibe, and thank you to everybody for being here. You guys are awesome, sauce. Thank you, guys. Witchy Boss in the house. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. Pimp Space Suits, what up? Hi, Mac. Spinny Hugs. Sunshine, thank you for everything you've done for me and Mama T and the channel and the fam. You're the bomb.com. Y'all, if you have not subscribed to Sunshine Intuitive Tarot and following her on TikTok, totally worth it. Her oracle messages are fire. Lights here. What up, what up? All right, Mo. Oh, is that May? May Hopper. You ready, May? You ready, Anna? Would you like the Lights here deck for Libra? I just had a request for that. Where's Virgo? Hi. It's throwing me off too. It's a good test on my focus. But so long as I request from God, like, God, this is Libra's energy, then God will provide. So, and thank you guys all for being here. Queen Tiki Tarot, what up? How you doing? Hey, Rebecca, what up, what up? Hi, Lynn. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the family. Your awesomeness. Thank you. All right, MK. Okay? MK is ready for Libra. Vanessa's ready. Anna's ready. Light seers. Maybe some of you guys either Scorpio, Libra, cuspers. All right, or there may be Scorpio and Libra. Maybe the two readings have something for you. Okay. I say too much. I really gotta like stop that. Thanks. Debbie of Texas. What up, what up? Virgo, you are doing awesomeness, Virgo. Cancer and Aries be freaking out right now. How much longer? Cancer, Aries, now you understand what it feels like to be a Sagittarius and Pisces. Fair enough. Okay. Doop-a-doop-doop-doop-doop, skidda-bum-bum. Libra, I want to do this. Let's resage. All right, let's do it. All right, Libra, you're going to be at 130.40. So what's up? How you doing, Libra? What's cooking, Libra gang? All right, think about your person. And Libra, your individual life collective reading will be done on Thursday at 9 a.m. All right, I'm not only doing the signs backwards, I'm also having to remember the schedule backwards, so just bear with me. All right, Anne-Marie, what up? Thanks for being here. All right, Libra, what do we have for Libra? What do we have for Libra? Thoughts, feelings, and emotions. What we got for the cardinal air sign? Here come the judge. Here come the judge. Here come the boss. All right, I love reading for you, Libra. Air signs are awesome to read for because you guys like, you don't have to rainbow unicorn it for you. I can just let you know what's up. All right, let's do this, Libra. Here we go. 2 shuffles. Ready? 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the lovable, lovely Libras. All right, because you know it's probably the dimples. It could be. Even my male Libras, you got some, you looking good. Fire. It's cool. Oh my goodness, you are. 7 of Cups. Oh my word. 7 of Cups is the Strength card. The 9 of Cups, this person is hiding how they see you as a very good option. 2 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 7 Cups. That's 18 cups, okay? And with the Strength card, it's like they're hiding back their true feelings, okay? You might actually be feeling some of their emotions at this time. If your emotions are at about a 7, your emotions probably are actually only at about a 4 or 5, and then you're picking up on them. Oh, whoa, this is deep. Okay, let's go. 10 of Swords, it's that deep. I know, right? The 2 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, Libra. 10 Swords, 4 of Swords. A very similar message, and I'm using the same deck as I used for Scorpio. 3 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 6 of Swords. Similar cards, too. Some of you guys have been fearing spell work or bad energy, bad juju being thrown your way. That kind of a vibe, which I'm not even going to, there's plenty of tarot channels that can explain that part to you. I'm going to cover, I'm doing a prayer for you. I'm going to put a prayer on this for you. If you do think somebody's been casting bad stuff your way, okay? God, we ask and that you protect Libra from any and all spell work being thrown their way. We do not ask for it to be sent back upon them. 2 wrongs don't make a right. We know vengeance is yours. So instead, let's kick it up a notch for Libra, God. Let's have the abundance, the complete opposite of whatever the spell work being cast upon them is, returned onto them in abundance 8 times fold. Please and thank you. Amen. The Star card. Message received. You're protected going forward with Star card. So let the healing journey commence. Because you got the 10 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. So come here. It's like, oh, there. Okay, here's what's up. Sorry, I'm stuttering. All right, 10 of Swords. Here's the thing. They're at the phase of regretting for pushing you away. And with the 2 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, something you've been posting on your social media kind of has them like their head in a whirl a little bit about the choices that they made with you. 2s represent decisions and choices, you know. 4 of Swords and the 3 of Wands, you're like, no, Archer, I haven't talked to him in a while. Doesn't matter. They're stalking. Not creepy like they're playing on social media and looking you up to see what you're up to. All right. So they're coming at a point where whatever you've been posting that has, and I'm not saying you're doing this intentionally. They think you are, and that's what you get for privately online stalking somebody, you know, because you're just living your best life. And they're sitting there regretting the choices that they made with you. So they've entered into the I miss you stage. Oh, if they heard my theme song, if they heard the intro song here for the channel, right? The original song, they'd be like, oh my God, it makes me think of Libra. Boom. That's why the Eight of Wands is here, though. It says the element of this connection moving forward, because it's like, ooh, you know what's good about that? If they're in the I miss you stage, you know what it's telling me? Is that they've also completed the self-sabotage stage. They've overcome it already. Because it's like their confusion is actually leading them to a much bigger lesson in emotional stability. You know what I mean? Because look, see, Three of Wands. Literally, she's there. She's got the surfboard. She's cool. It's like, get in the water. I don't know. Get in the water. I'm scared, right? The thing about this is that they're scared about it, but they're passing it. Okay, God's not letting them off the hook that easy. The Six of Swords. God's got them thinking a little bit about like what it is like not to have you in their life. And with the Seven of Cups, whatever direction they went, it's been a rather life-changing moment for them. Not in a bad way, but it like really kind of showed them what it's like to like deal with them, right? Some of you guys have totally felt like stuff that doesn't like maybe you're picking up like energy shrapnel, if that makes sense, or somebody's active or retired military. Thank you for your service. But yeah, it's like spell work and energy work and everything, and you're getting all like the fallout off of it, you know, like Agent Orange stuff going on or something. Yeah, Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups. Ooh, repeating sevens. You are hitting a jackpot. Nine of Swords, Empress, the Lovers. Ooh, and the Tower. Told you. They're karmically, almost in a form of a mirroring thing. They are dealing with, man, they're experiencing everything they put you through and being like, hey, this is what it felt like to be Libra. So, they're going to pass it. The Six of Wands is there. Victory. This here talks about they've made it through the Five of Wands, the struggles, the stresses, the frustrating things that got in the way. And with the Knight of Cups, I know, I'm shocked too. They're wanting to come forward. Six of Wands. So God's not letting them off the hook for God's not letting them off the hook for how they treated you. They can't skip this test because something this intense has to be processed. So it's really interesting because it's like, you know how like they just were keeping you around for attention or because it made them feel better. Like anytime they were down, they were only using you for their happiness, you know? And there's consequences for things like that. And they're realizing that like the same game they'd ran on people before you two met, all right? It didn't work out with you. You're the one they wish they hadn't done that to. Okay? That's the thing. Lover's card to the Empress that comes in on this, leaves that Six of Wands, is them wishing they'd learned that, like, if they could do it again, it would be a complete reset. Okay? That's the thing on this one. It's you know how it was that, like, they're realizing about the consequences of the actions, but the thing is, it's leading to develop some much more deeper feelings for you because the Empress is one of your major arcanas. You and Taurus share that card. Okay? Some of you guys might even have some strong Taurus in your chart or dealing with one, or Gemini. Could be cusper energies on this one. But it's kind of like that, like, yeah, the way that like the feeling they were kind of immature, right? Attention seeking a little bit, but in the fact that like they couldn't rely on you for that. So I get it because the consequences for their actions is what's realizing they couldn't do this again. It's not going to work on you, which is leading to develop more deeper, which is why some of y'all are going to hear from someone in a mutual friend circle or coworker or something first. Okay. This is just getting ready to start taking off. Some of you guys, they do go direct, but I'm telling you what, they got somebody in their side of the fence that's like teaching them how to be in a real relationship, you know, so that they can come in correct for you. Some of the lessons that had to keep being repeated finally get passed in this cycle, okay? Because this could go back for a while for some of you guys. But I like the vibes on this one because they're ending the confusion stage and that they caused in order to try and reach out to ask if you'd be willing to give them another chance. And the dreams they're having about you is leading them to want to shoot their shot again with that Empress card. Their dreams are explaining to them that you are in a much different, you're a higher level than what they dealt with before. All right, so they are tuned in. So the thing about that is that if it's going to actually wind up falling onto your side of the fence, it's not a matter of if, it's when. When they reach out, you'll have the free will choice to choose to accept the apology or to achieve the closure in order to move forward in the direction you wish. The cycles and tides are turning for you for you to have the power in this in order to do what you want, not what they want you to do. You know what I mean? I like this part for you. So it's just that the choice to forgive them, that will be up to you. And you cannot make a wrong choice on that one. I love that for you. I got to call it on this one, Libra. Some of you guys have already gotten a text and you're like just unsure or something. You're at a 99% chance of communication this week, and Freddie Prinze Jr. is going to show up with roses for you, or some of you guys will get roses. Some of you guys will get a surprise flower order, and we are getting ready to enter the year of the horse, and look at the horse on the card. This is your year. I love it for you. Ace of Cups. Fresh love, new start. Beautiful. And the Six of Wands, Cancer, Leo energy comes in at the end. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Libra, I do hope this helps. You got a good reading. 26 is your year. I love this for you. Please hype and like the reading on your way out. Subscribe, be a part of the family. We'll be doing your live reading Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern, all right? So hang out. I'll see you back then. And I'll see you Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern for the All Signs New Year's Eve Big Bash with me and Frankie, all right? So make sure to subscribe to us and to Melissa with Sunshine Tarot, because she's going to be doing the opening oracle reading on Wednesday too, all right? And I'll see you later. I think there's some total vibes on that one. Like there's some excitement energy coming in, and I kind of dig that. I think it's from your person, Libra. Like your person is getting excited to reach out to you. Like, man, they're getting a little overconfident. Like, all right, it's Cameron from Ferris Bueller. I'm gonna go, press send. And then they're gonna be like, oh God, did I really do that? And then you get to choose what you wish to reply to. You can, it's up to you. All right, I love it. What's up, Bradley? How you doing? What's up, Pimp Spacesuits? MK, you're welcome. Skyla, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the fam. Your awesomeness. Thank you all for the hypes and the likes on the reading. Even if you don't want to like the reading, that's totally cool, because I know it puts the like readings into your liked playlist. So if you just want to hype the reading, totally cool, no problema. Even with comments, if you want to keep your private life private, just pop some emojis. It's cool. God knows what you're thinking. That way we can still help you manifest it, but you get to keep it to yourself. All right? Who's next? Virgo. It's about time. It's time for Virgo. Nas, what is up? Oh my goodness, Spinny Hugs. How have you been? Merry Christmas. Hope your holiday's going well. Oh my gosh, it is so good to see you. What is happening? Love it. Patty, how are you too? It's freaky doing it backwards like this, but I'm open to trying new things out. It's cool. All right, Virgo. What up, Virgos? Hi. All right. Where's Virgo? Oh, good, you're here. Okay, where's Virgo? Wait, how would I say that? Where's Virgo? That's how it would be. Where's Virgo? What's up, Yali? Thanks for coming. Good morning. Hi, Yali. What's up? Kitchen Oracle, how you doing? Hi. All right, Virgo. I would like to use the Rockstar deck for you. Yeah, we're going with that. All right. Hi, Brett. What up? Spinny Hugs. What you doing, girl? Hey, Alyssa. Hello. Misty. Hi. Hi, Teresa. Okay, let's dig in. Virgo, you are going to be at, I'm getting comfy for you. Like, come on, Virgo, let's see what's up. All right, Virgo, you're going to be at 143.20. Let's do that for you. 143.20. Let's go. I'm a Virgo moon too, Patty. Hi. What's up? All right. What's up, Virgo? How are you doing? Thank you for being here. My readings will resonate to any placement. We're FHA compliant here. Every sign and placement matters. All right. Hi, Jill. What up, girl? Thanks for hanging out with us. All right, Virgo. What's going on for Virgo? Think about your person. And God, tap me into Virgo's energy, please and thank you. God's like, wait, Virgo? I'm like, yeah, we're doing this backwards this day. He's like, okay, we're cool. All right. Tarot News. What up, girl? Spinny Hugs. All right. You guys make sure you follow Tarot News here on TikTok. She's got all the late breaking reads. It's cool vibes. All right, Virgo. 2 shuffles. Let's do it. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the vivacious, Virgolicious, victorious Virgos. Victory is yours. Apparently I'm accurate. The Sun card, victory is yours. Look at an optimistic energy. Look at this warm front coming your way. Leo and the 4 of Wands, shut the front door. Some of you guys are dealing with your twin flame, and the Star card, regardless of whether it's twin flame, soulmate, special person, or just your person, whatever you subscribe to, they're healing. This is divinely guided. It's written in the stars. they're wanting to reach out and try again. Your intuition is totally right. Bonus points if you've got some Aquarius placements in your chart. Some of y'all might even have some kind of a stellium in your chart too. But all right, let's see what we got. Five of Swords. Ooh, boy. That's the 5 stages of grief that they're working to overcome. Okay, I like this. The Tower card, and this is what's providing it. The 9. Why am I being told you're their tower? Because they can't figure you out. That's the way it's supposed to work, though, for some reason. 8 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Cancer. Ooh, Cancer and Leo energy on this. Sagittarius is here, so that's Virgo. See, they're single. 5 of Swords into the Tower card. This is the part here. The 5 of Swords talks about those 5 stages of a cycle. When you guys distance, it's the short in the post that I put on TikTok and all the platforms last night. Okay. The 5 of Swords represent those 5 stages to achieve the real love. The 5 stages of grief, the separation, the initial separation phase, and then the mirroring stages, and everything that leads back to, like, if the tests haven't been completed and passed, the cycle repeats. All right, the lesson repeats itself. But when they come in correct, the cycle closes. All right. So the Tower card is almost a bit of like a put up or hush up vibe, because they're wanting to reach out. They're wanting to try you again. Like I said, your intuition's on point for that one. There is that fear, though, of history repeating itself. It's strong on your mind. Okay. Remember, this is in the week ahead, because they can't figure out why they can't figure you out. And that's what I love about you, Virgo, because you are the most interesting sign in the Zodiac, right? You are the anomaly. And that's what's getting, they're building conspiracy theories about you in their head a little bit of like, oh, Virgo's like, oh, Virgo, what'd Virgo do? Where'd Virgo go? Because you know what it is? The way that they were bullying you or like mind manipulating you can't happen again. I'm pulling a big energy off that, especially with the repeating 5s that you've been seeing, okay? Because this is the direction that they were going with this, where they liked keeping you in that 5 of Wands stage. But the 5 of Wands stage is what, once that lesson's passed, you elevate to the 6 of Wands, which is a successful relationship, okay? The problem is, like in that post I made, that if one of the people return unchanged, the cycle repeats. You kept changing, they kept being stuck, right? So because you or them could be born on the 5th or life path 5, or just seeing a lot of repeating 5s. But with the 8 of Wands in the Chariot, this is getting ready to move faster than expected, because the Chariot is what the Emperor drives into a great battle or a war that they return victoriously from. Seems like a lot of repeating 9s and a lot of repeating 5s are somehow in your energy. So let me see what's up with this top row. Give me a little more on the 5 of Swords, Tower, and the King of Wands, please. Page of Swords, lessons learned. Page of Wands, 10 of Swords. And the Emperor shows up. Whoa. So they are going to be bossing up in this one. It's an ego death. It's an ego death. And the way that they thought making fun of you and like would passively, aggressively, verbally beat you down into submission, like that wasn't cool. It's not fair. That's why it got to the point that God had to step in on this. They were too immature. And then they were taken out on you. And that wasn't cool at all. So God put them into a state of an isolation vibe in order to have them sort their emotional immaturity out. Okay? This is the wild part on this, because it's like, it is a little bit of a protection, right? Yeah, but it does lead to the Ace of Pentacles and a transformation with the Death card. So it's losing you transform them. You know what? God put them in check for their attitude. So they needed to get to a point, like they couldn't keep talking about your job and talking about your parents and talking about everything else in your life and belittling you. Oh, why are you doing that with this, or your parents, or that's job's not that. And it never made you feel like you were ever good enough for them. And then in a way, it's almost as if like the silence between the two of you guys is another form of them controlling the situation. Ace of Swords, the 2 of Swords. They're growing up. Emotional maturity reached. The age difference could be a factor here. 8 of Swords reversed. They're unstuck. They're coming unstuck in the week ahead, because I reset and phase all the energies in my decks. So when a card comes out reversed, I have to honor it that way. God's telling me to tell you, they're unstuck. Even for those of you that have moved on and you're here asking about another person, this person's going to reach out too. Two of Wands, repeating twos are showing up. Judgment card, Scorpio Aries energy on the Knight of Pentacles. So this has been a while, and they were a tough cookie to crack. But the thing about this is that whomever they're interacting with now, that's their karma for what they did to you. In order to humble their childish antics, they needed to grow up and become an adult, ready for a mature relationship. Okay? Two of Wands on the Judgment card. They've been looking inward. Leo energy. Interesting. Tell me more on this. I'm really interested with the Eight of Swords being reversed and the Judgment card showing up together with this, the Two of Swords, the great test that they've been facing, okay? Because I'm not being told they moved on. I'm being told for those of you that they did, they lied. Like, oh, Virgo, I'm leaving for someone else, or I found someone. They're lying. They're single. I cannot tell you they're with somebody else because they're not, right? Ten of Wands. Get the thought out of your head. They're not. The Queen of Wands. They want you to be their person now because of what they've been through. Queen of Pentacles. They've matured. Ace of Swords is the hate text, and they passed the gauntlet test. Then that Ten of Wands. So they had to really, really start acting their. They had to start acting their age, not their IQ. Sorry, cross-watcher. Sorry. Anyways, the devil accurate. Okay, anyways. So now, so it's not so much that there's nobody else. Maybe it's like their family or the people around them, their coworkers, all of a sudden now they keep talking to them about how to be a real person or a good relationship, or the people being brought into life are to teach them and transform them with the Death card into what you wish them to be. All right. So it's not just that they didn't have the closeness that you had with your family. Like, you remember how they were with their family, right? Like, this is the one that if you ever tried to reach out, for those of you that did try to reach out with the family for help, that they were like, this is your problem now, Virgo. And you're like, this is your kid I'm talking about. And they're like, yep, thanks. Talk to you later. That lets you know how much they've been through over the years, right? So the Queen of Cups, there's the apology that comes in on this. Hey, Jaina, what up? So the Queen of Cups, they figured out they love you, but they fear it's too late. That's the problem, right? So in the Queen of Cups, it's at the point now, whomever or whatever they did, they had to learn that lessons. So, this puts an end to the attention-seeking behavior. Cancer energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This puts an end to the attention-seeking behavior. They're going to reach out with a much more mature apology. It's genuine with the Ace of Pentacles. This is something happening in the week ahead for you guys. So either this has already happened, you've got the text in your inbox and you're unsure of what to do with it, okay? Or if not, it's coming in. That's how we can judge when this is happening, because this is something in the week ahead that brings some balance to it, okay? That way, they'll be, this is going to be an apology you're not used to out of them. Your intuition, you're going to know right out of the gate, you're going to be like, wait, this isn't like the whole, oh, Virgo, it won't happen again, I promise you. No, this is like they know a regular, ordinary apologize isn't going to do this time. They got to do something a little different. Might lead to like seeing flowers on your car or at your home or apartment. And oddly, ironically enough, I see does somebody do like a DoorDash order or a food order or something for you? That might be that. You literally, it might not be flower, or it's edible flowers or something that shows up. And you're like, what? It's not their normal way of apologizing because you guys are in new energies, especially after what you uncovered and found out about them. They had some work to do. But they're doing it. All right. I love it for you. Virgo, I hope that helps. All right. You hang in there, and we will be doing a reading for you on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. So subscribe, hang out, and be back. Okay. And please hype and like the reading on your way out. Even if you'd like to just leave an emoji to keep your private life private, no problem. All right. Otherwise, until next time, I'll see you then. I love you, Virgo. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. All right. This is kind of cool doing it in this order. I will be back to Aries to Pisces next week, but we did this. We did a poll at the beginning. We did this at the beginning, and Pisces won out. So we're doing a reverse order this week. Hi, Shelby. You are welcome, Yali. I hope it helped. Hope it resonates. Aw, thank you, Laura Baker. Spinny hugs. I love you, girl. Your awesomeness. All right, let's see. I'm sorry, Judy. We're doing an all signs right now, but at 3 o'clock Eastern tomorrow, I'll be doing some personal questions. This is just an all signs though, but we're doing it backwards. Pisces wanted to go first. But I'm that good. I could really like now you got to play that backwards. Figure out what I just said. Stacy, what's up, my lovable Leo? You got perfect timing, Stacy. We're gonna read some cards for Leo. What's up, Beatrice? All right. Let's see. So that means that Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo are red. Leo, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, and Aries still to come. Okay. On to Leo. There we go. Leo. Aw, thanks, Desert Rose. Spinny hugs. Thanks, Letty. Hi, Letty. All right. Leo. Let's do it. Okay. I'm going to use the Archer deck. Let's see where this takes us. All right. You ready for this, Leo? You're going to be after I drink some more coffee and water. Hold on a second. Coffee, yes. You, maybe. Let's see. Hi, Sharon. What's up? Thanks for coming. What up? Oh, Letty, you're July 27th, Leo. Oh, it's July Leos. Oh, my goodness. What up? You did tell me about that. I forgot. You were July 27th, Leo. That's awesomeness. You got to have the coffee. Totally got to have the coffee. Let's see. Who's got your... Okay, where's Virgo? You're on the counter. I love you too, Jen. Thank you. Shelby on it. Where's Janet? Is Janet on a coffee run? Oh my goodness, there's a lot of Leos here. I love reading for you guys. Me too, Stevie Nicks. I love reading for coffee. Oh my gosh. We'll read for coffee. We'll read for coffee, Leo. No. July 27th is your man's birthday. See, Paris? Oh my goodness, that's a good time. Angel number 727 always stalks July 27th Leos for some reason. It's cool. All right. Oh, Mel's on her second coffee. We're on the same page. You know what, Mel? If you know what, you twisted my arm. That's a good idea. Hold on a second. Hang on, Leo. Wait. Good idea. Don't mind if I do. Don't worry, Maxie. It takes a little bit to get it this way. We had a poll, and Pisces beat Aries for who got to go first. So we're doing them backwards. So I have to read them from Pisces. It goes like this: Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Aries. All right. That's a lot. But it's kind of neat. That's what the cool thing about my abilities are. So long, when you work directly for God, all I have to do is like, God, I need this to be Leo's reading. And it doesn't matter when I read it. God's like, no problem. We'll tap you in. All right. So here we go. Good things for Leo. Beautifully. You've had a rough year. Beautifully. Leo, you know what? Let me timestamp and Leo's getting spinny hugs then. All right. No problema. Let's do it. Hold on a second. Banner's changed. Look at me on my game. All right. My Virgo placements are fire right now. Nice. All right. Leo, we're going to put you at 158.08. What up, Leo? How you doing? Now, we've decided, Leo, that you need a spinny hug. We have polled the crowd. All right. Survey says top answers on the board. You need a spinny hug. Okay. So Leo, come closer. Okay. Come here. I won't tell anybody, but I'm going to grip you up and I'm going to give you a twofer. You get the 14-second, like big bro Archer hug. We're like, hey, Leo, it's going to be okay. 26 is going to be your year. I've been researching it for all my Leos. 26 is Leo's time to shine. It's going to be good. All right. You're like, thanks, Archer, for the support. And I'm like, no problem. And then you're like, just when you think I'm going to let you go, then I surprise you like a jump scare with the spinny hug. And you start giggling and that beautiful mane of hair of yours gets all messed up like you're in a Jeep with the tops off, Jeep wave. All right. So you're going to start giggling. You may start smiling and just glowing again. That's the thing you have a habit of doing. All right. If you need another spinny hug, come back anytime. All right. And Sandy Martin, you good sir are beyond generous. I love you. I am sending you, I'm paying it ahead to you sevenfold for abundance in 2026. This reading is sponsored by Sandy Martin, the sandy beaches of Sandy Martin, bigger than Central Pay. I love it. I don't know why Sandy Martin, but you're totally making me think of, Leo, how does this resonate? The girl from Ipanema? That's an oldie. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking in when she walks in. That's a good tune. I forgot that tune existed. All right, let's go, Leo. God, tap me in, tune me into Leo's energy. Give me everything you got for Leo. Let's see what we got, Leo. Let's do it to it. Why did Leo need a spinny hug? Give me everything you got for Leo. Let's do it. 2 shuffles. Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the lovable, lovely Leos. Roar. What kind of sounds a dinosaur make? Like them ones on Jurassic Park? Totally. Clever girl, Jurassic Park. Anyways, over energy is the Knight of Pentacles. Literally, as I looked at this Knight of Pentacles, I heard a Leo that says, it's been long enough. I'm like, oh, yep. I think this person is kind of feeling that. You guys got a telepathic link up, don't you? The Lover's card. You guys have a telepathic link up, and your person is realizing it's put up or hush up time with the 6 of Wands. What Leo wants, Leo gets. Well, how about that? About time. What? About time. All right. All right. Let's see where we go. Knight of Pentacles, Lover's card. About darn time. In a minute, I'm gonna need a tarot reading from Archer to put me up. Feeling kind of 7 swordsy, really wishing I could bring out the 10 of cups, because I give a fudge way too much. I need to draw some temperance. I'm up in my feels, trying to keep it real. Where's Archer at? I really need to heal. Your person's hiding how depressed and miserable they are without you. You want me to stop there? Look, I'm just sitting here trying to hum. We're having a sing-along. We're doing our thing. Your person's like, let Leo know I'm miserable without him. Wow. Anyways, they're realizing they took things too far this time, because even though that's Virgo energy on that Hermit card, I'm drawn to the fire or the flames back there, right? So it's kind of like they're realizing they took you for granted. So the thing about this is that's the fear of wondering if you're even willing to forgive them or talk to them at this point, because like, you know how they were so busy chasing pipe dreams and stuff that they never really, like, some of you guys could have totally been financially supporting this person. You're busting your backside and you're working nonstop, Dolly Parton, 9 to 5, just a way to make a living. And they're like, Leo, I need a couple bucks. Really? What's up with that project you were working on? Oh my gosh, it's going to be so huge when I do it. And it's like, wow, you've been saying that for a while. How long do we got to wait? Right? Some of you guys had to like hide your purse money or that one, because it's like they wonderful ideas, they just never did anything about it, right? It's like that they wound up with like 1,000,001 projects going on, running around like a Tasmanian devil, but never completing everything. And heaven forbid, Knight of Pentacles, you bring it up to them like, oh, hey, you gonna finish this? Or hey, you gonna do this? You said you'd do this. And then they'd fly off on you, right? They are going through their phone looking back at old pictures and memories, just so you know. They didn't delete anything, because that's why they're nostalgically feeling depressed again in the Page of Wands. The age difference might have been a big factor on this one. I want more. More on the 3 of Wands Temperance card, please. I really need to see an Ace of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles. God's like, is 10 enough for you, Archer? Perfect. This way I won't ask the question again. 10 of Pentacles. Some of you guys could live together or could be in a separation phase of a marriage or something. 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords. Yup. A lesson repeating itself finally being passed, right? The 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is actually described best with that short that I posted last night on TikTok, on all the social media platforms, explaining the 5 stages and why the separation is kind of needed, okay? The way that the mirroring exposed all of your guys' insecurities, and that if they kept coming back and trying this again, they couldn't keep making up apologies. You started not even, like, sorry, Leo, it doesn't even matter at this point. I don't need this. I don't need this, right? 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Some of you guys were married on this one. Might have led into the separation phase or something like this, where somebody had to wind up couch crashing or going through it and even leaving you at a point of just not knowing what to do after you give nonstop, right? And they're out chasing dreams, chasing pipe dreams. Well, you're trying to keep it together. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Sag, or there might be something in the Sagittarius reading for you, because I got a similar message for Sag. 10 of Pentacles into the 3 of Cups. This is cool. This is why I love working with God. God's the coolest boss. I love when he flexes like this. God's saying, Archer, tell Leo there's something in the Cancer reading for them. And in my head, intuitively, having my little conversation with God before this thing opens up, I'm sitting there going, wait, I haven't done Cancer yet. Cancer's next. We're in reverse order today. God's like, I know. Did I stutter? I'm like, okay, I'll tell Leo there's something in the Cancer reading for Leo. There you go. Maybe some of you guys are Leo, Cancers, Cuspers. Cancer, Leo, Sag, and Virgo seem to be pretty strong. There is Aries and Taurus vibes, and a little Gemini too, though. At Knight of Pentacles, that's the thing that gets me every time, though, Leo. You give, and they Knight of Pentacles over the whole thing, right? How much can they take before they actually have to return it? Well, we found out because that's why this had to go into this stage. They could not keep taking advantage of you. That's the problem on this one. The entitlement, and like the entitlement was kind of strong and the situational awareness was kind of low, right? But that Five of Swords explains why a separation phase was needed in this connection in order to process through the initial separation or breakup or fight, and then the mirroring stages, then the test to see if the lesson, if both of you guys haven't elevated and changed, the lesson repeats, the cycle repeats. I think this is the last time here because somebody here is choosing peace, and it takes two to keep the fight up. Somebody is simply choosing peace, and it's reprogramming their mindset. You were totally, you activated their transformation. Woo, you were the go button, Leo. Just like that. You know what I mean? So, now here's the cool part on this one. This is the thing that had to get done because I really feel like on this Hermit card of the Three of Cups that even the silence is controlled silence. Somebody's using blocking or somebody's using controlled silence to still attempt to have control over the situation. It's like they're enjoying it. God don't like that stuff. God will pause these connections if it's, especially for those of you that Ten of Swords, they haven't reached out yet, Hermit card, right? If they're going to keep making up their stuff and making you out to be the victim in that every time, right? No, you're the villain. How are they? Look what Leo, yeah. If they're going to keep doing that, God will glitch this. They're going to have cell phone problems. I mean, it's practically like we're heading for the next great blackout, like back in 02 or 03, but instead of it being like, it's not even like a power grid crash, it's an AI crash, right? Some of you guys, chatbot GTP is your best friend, right? But it's like, hey, chatbot, can you let me know what Leo's person's thinking about? Sure, Archer, I'd love to do that. That's a great idea, right? Three of Cups on the Ten of Pentacles. So the unblocking thing was beyond stupid, right? Grown adults don't play with the block stuff. You know, unblock you, rage bait you, reblock. Can't do that stuff. This is the point here that it's their own insecurities. It's their own insecurities coming out because it's like whatever it is, it's like, you know, they were never seen by their parents or their family or anything like that. And so maybe being judged for like their choices or their beliefs, right? Some of you guys could feel like you've been judged nonstop by them. And it's childish vibes on this, but it's from what the way they were raised that makes that entitlement so strong. That causes them to lash out and act like a 5-year-old on a 2-liter Mountain Dew with an uncapped Sharpie marker every time something goes wrong, right? The nose knows, though. So they know what they did. I'm surprised the judgment's here. They know what they did. See, the judgment card is when you get through the mirroring stage, right? Especially when you guys are soulmate catalysts like this. When you guys get through that mirroring stage, there's nothing left for them to do but turn and point the finger inward on themselves and realize the reason everything goes wrong and their life keeps glitching and their internet doesn't work and all that stuff is because of what they're doing to themselves. Okay? I'm being told you're not blocked right now for those of you that know you are. I'm being told they haven't reached out, but they went into their phone and did an unblocking. If you and them are both iPhone users, you'll notice like the 3 dots because they didn't even give you warning. It's like one morning you wake up, you're blocked, they're ghosted, and they're back in their victim mentality. And you're like, what in the world? Is this happening again? I'm being told this was the last time. The Empress, oh my goodness, I knew you were going to be receiving a message. 8 of Wands and the Lovers with the Page of Pentacles. This is why I love tarot. Confirmation of a message. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energies, and the Empress and the Lovers. this is following the divine blueprint. So there is a deep soul contract here between the two of you guys. So this introverted extrovert has really felt like they fit in since they were like, oh, since they're so used to being used that they tried to drag you down into their own hemisphere of Taurus energy. Bull Taurus. Okay. Anyways, yes. Okay, right? So the instead of bringing you into everything, like they had not worked through everything. You know what I mean? Some of you guys could even be seeing repeating tens, like 1010 or something like that may resonate because they seem to have been addicted to drama. Gemini energy. They seem to be addicted to drama and brought that into things. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So all this is now weighing heavy on their mind as they come up with that perfect apology to send your way in order to let you know that the previous cycles have closed and that they're in it to win it this time. And that leaves the free will choice onto your side of the fence, finally, where they relinquish some of their control, right? How they always, that control freak nature. It's not about having control over each other. It's an equal reciprocal relationship so that you guys can both talk about what each of your 10 of cups dreams for the future are and then blend them, and then get your 10 of pentacles to go forward together. They're actually going to take the time to actually listen to what you need, what you want, and what your desires are so that this can move forward in the Empress card. Okay? So they're just trying to figure out a different way to apologize and let you know that the previous cycles are closed. So, I mean, you're in the Empress vibes. They see you as an Empress, right? That means ultimately the free will decision, whether you wish to choose peace and forgive with them or without them. Oh, that's a good Beatles song too. Anyways, it winds up being up to you. You're taking your power back in 2026. And with that Empress card, what Leo wants, Leo gets. And I love that for you. All right. So I do hope that helps. And I will see you back here on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern for your live individual collective reading. Okay. Come back and comment and let me know when this happens. I like this for you because you've had a rough year in 2025. You were the lead sign out of all 12 signs that I'm like, whoa, Leo's going through some stuff. This ain't cool. I got to see what's up with Leo's astrologies. 26 is your year to glow. It's your glow up year. The abundance, the rewards for what you've been put through in 25 are coming in 6. And even I've noticed, it's a thing that I've noticed since I was a kid. Odd number years are always different than even number years, right? 26 is shaping up to be your year. I'm not even doing intuitive read. I'm not Archer Intuitive Tarot right now. This is literally the planets and history proves it. Fun fact, did you know 2026's calendar is the same as 1942's calendar? Anyways, have fun with that. All right. So also there's 3 February the 13th in 2026, of which one of them falls in March during Pisces season. Y'all remember what happened on Friday the 13th in March of 2020? Okay. Leo, I love you. All right. Please hype and like the reading on your way out, and I'll see you back here later on this week. I love you. All right. Until next time, Leo, peace, love, and spinny hugs. All right. Hold it. Where'd that Page of Pentacles go? I totally forgot about this. I haven't used this deck in a minute. Doesn't he look like Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell, Mark Paul Gosselaar, playing Frisbee? Right? Anyways, okay, I'm done. Hope that helps. I have no clue how Zach Morris would help you, but it's cool. Bye, Leo. Okay, now, Cancer, see what it feels like to be a Sagittarius and have to wait 9 readings to get your reading? You're also going to get the intermission because we need to go to the lobby, all right? End of part 2. We're going to have a brief 2-minute intermission, and then we're going to jump back in for Cancer, Gemini, Taurus. I'm a Cancer too, EC. Even I'm sitting here going, how long is this going to take? Aries, poor Aries is sitting back there being like, Aries, you okay waiting to go last? I'm fine. Fine, Archer. We're good. You doing okay, Aries? Yeah. Oh my God, that's so mean to Aries. I'm sorry. I'm going to so date myself, but I just saw the scene from like Smokey and the Bandit 2, right? where anytime somebody brought up that Handsome Devil Bandit, that Buford T. Justice had to go, oh. I love you, Jackie Gleason. Oh my God. Anyways, on that note, we're all going to go to the lobby and get ourselves a snack for just a brief stretch for a minute, 2 minutes, and we'll be right back. Okay. And then there'll be timestamps and everything afterwards too. All right. So, Burb, be right back. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves for a little bit. It's cool. Have fun, interact, say hi, meet some people. It's cool.
I miss how it used to be. You were the only one that I could see. You know I love you, whatever you do. And you know that I've always got your back. I'm trying to tell you that I miss you. The way that you sing in the car, like hearing where you are, driving to work or to school, and doing everything you do. I'm trying to tell you that I love everything about you, and I miss you. I know I've done a lot of bad things to you. Give me one more chance and I will make it up to you. You know it would mean a lot. I'm giving it all that I've got. I'd do anything for you, anything that you want me to. I'm trying to tell you that I love everything about you, and I'd do anything for you, and I miss. I miss you, yeah. Yes, I miss you.
Okay, now let me figure out once again how to turn the camera back on. Hold on. TikTok can see me, but YouTube, I got to show you what I was just doing, because Dreaming with Tess over on YouTube, she had just asked about like what sign was next, and the song was still playing. So instead of that, there's a timer for the timeout. I can't make the camera come back on YouTube till that progress bar finishes. Okay. So anyways, as I was saying, meanwhile, YouTube, is that when I sat back down to let the song finish playing, by the way, that's my original song. Wrote, written, composed, and arranged by me with a lot of help from an awesome producer in Nashville. Love you. You're awesome. Okay. If you want to check it out, I've been told to put it on Spotify, but I could. I've been looking into it. But if you want to check it out, it's available here on the channel in the Reflections playlist, so you can add it to your playlist or just enjoy it. All right. So, and look for it on Spotify in 2026, apparently. I'm glad you guys like it. So that's awesomeness. But yeah, so now Dreaming with Tess was asking what sign's next, because we're going in reverse order, right? So I didn't want to talk over the song, right? So instead, Tess, I was doing this. It was a sideways crab walk. I was trying to be like, it's Cancer. It's like if we were playing like pantomime or something, I'd suck at it. Thank you, Cheryl. I'm glad you guys love that song. Oh my gosh, thank you, It's B. Yep, it is available. If you scan the QR code up here, it'll take you to the playlist. It's available, so you can play it anytime you like. And even for y'all, oh, totally. Thanks, Patty. Even TikTok, you guys want to check it out? The link's in my bio to take you to the link tree. That'll get you over to the YouTube playlist. So you can listen to it too. And it is pinned right on the homepage on TikTok. I think it's the first pinned one. So you can go over to the homepage right here on TikTok and just grab it and favorite it. Then you can listen to it even on TikTok anytime you like. But that's cool. You ready? Cancer, see what it feels like to be a Sagittarius and have to wait 8 other readings for yours? It sucks. I'm a Cancer too. It sucks. Cancers, let's flood the chat. You've waited long enough. Let's get the crab and the butter emojis out and let's do it, Cancer. You ready? All right. Cancer, 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 Cancer. Do, 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 boop, boop. Da, 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 da. All right, let's do it. Let's go, Cleo. You ready, gun guy? Ready, Cleo? Ready, Panda Mom? Hi. What up? All right. I know, right? I tell you. Gemini's next. Gemini, Taurus, and Aries are next. Well, in that order. All right. And Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, and Leo have been done. Let's do it. All right, Cancer. I want the Beatles deck. I was torn between Beatles and Bible, but I'm going Beatles because I just brought this back out for this week. So, Cancer, you're going to be at, Cancer, let's do 2/20/20. All right, that's a cool timestamp. So we'll just hang out to then. So, what you doing for dinner tonight, Cancer? What you up to? What's going on? How about that price of tea in China? It's a lot, right, Sandy? What you up to, Sandy? What's going on? We got to milk this for about one more second. Hey, Cancer, what's up? Scorpio. Frankie gets all the cool timestamps. Anyways, what's up, Cancer? You might be dealing with a Scorpio. Anyways, I am. No, actually, the other way around would be Frankie's dealing with me. She has, Frankie's had to put up with me since we were so high. We've known each other for 40 odd years. That's the Ace of Wands and the King of Cups. Pisces, Aries energy. Somebody's Ace of Wands is activated for you a little bit. There's still a spark. There's still a spark in their heart for you, Cancer. Aw. You know how they were all big, mean, and ego-driven and, never really showed their heart before? They're coming back in a different way. Cancer, they're going to be clingy. I am being told this is a form of good karma for you. You know, all of your exes and the people from the past that were always like, oh, Cancer, you're too clingy. You're actually going to get somebody that is actually as invested in the relationship as you are. How did you change this person? Let's go. Oh my gosh, you cardinal water sign, you. All right, let's give it up for the boss crab. Let's do it. God, what do we have for Cancer? Let's do this. Give me 2 shuffles and let's go. Here we go. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the crazy, cool cardinal water sign Cancerians. Because Cancer don't want no scrubs, TLC style. Here we go. Ace of Cups. This ties in a little bit to that TikTok short I posted last night that you guys are coming back in, having learned the lessons, completed a cycle, and getting to start fresh. You guys, it's not that you reunite to pick up where you left off. It's that you guys get to meet again and start fresh. I like this. That's your energy with Temperance right underneath it, Sagittarius. You guys, there could be a runner-chaser dynamic switching going on. Just like how you're in Sagittarius' time slot for the all signs by doing reverse order. But Temperance and the 8 of Wands is showing that your person is achieving some emotional balance, balancing the left and the right brain, the logic and the emotion, Cancer. With the 8 of Wands, this is already moving towards the Queen of Cups, your energy, them discovering that they really love you. They figured out they're in love with you. And with the Sun card to the Page of Wands, there's an energy coming in here that you didn't suspect or thought would never happen. The 2 of Swords shows you losing a little bit of hope and faith that the 2 of Swords represents, that your hope and your faith gets restored. With the King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Sagittarius, Libra, Leo, Aries. This here is an emotional divine union. I love this for you. This is heavy. King and the Queen of Cups. This is a divine connection. This is a high level. Whoa. Okay. No wonder this is a very intense connection too. If I asked you just generic, you'd be like, Archer, it's complicated. It's a lot. I got you. Sagittarius, Leo, the fire sign energy is really strong. But then you got Pisces here along with Libra. There's a lot of fire. Okay, let's just see where it goes. Because Cancer, you've been experiencing a really rough time lately, right? Almost as if you feel like with the 2 of Swords, you're being tested. Like something is getting underneath your crab claws. You know what I mean? Right? You're trying to be cool. You're trying to keep the Kroger rubber bands on them, but you're like, Kroger rubber bands. But you're like, complicated is an understatement, Archer. 2 of Swords. Okay, for those of you that think there's been some spell work or bad juju or anything, that's been coming out for a few of the signs Some of you guys have been dealing with some devil energy being cast your way, which I'm not even going to waste the time to explain it here. For those of you that life has been so very rough right now and you're like, somebody is throwing some spell work my way, there's plenty of other tarot channels out here that'll explain that. I'm getting right to it. It's why I work for God. Let's go right to the boss, and we're just saying a prayer to protect and get this out, okay? So God, we do ask that you protect Cancer through any bad spell work or negative energy that has been cast upon them. We do not ask you to return it to sender. Two wrongs do not make a right. Vengeance is yours. Instead, we ask that with all these eights here, we ask that Cancer receives the complete opposite of whatever spell work is being cast their way in the form of abundance, eightfold, 8 times over. All right. We ask this with protection. Please and thank you. Amen. Message received, God. The Hermit. The healing energy is happening. You are protected with your crab shell just got an upgrade, Cancer. It's now a hermit crab shell. Some of you guys may have some strong Virgo in your chart, but amen, it is done. You're protected going forward. And with the Ace of Pennies, let's talk about that new start for you and your person that you guys have been dreaming about, that the peanut gallery's jealousy has been resulting in casting spell work on you and your person. No wonder it didn't work out, because you got somebody behind the scenes that's jealous. I'm going to say it, jealous AF. Queen of Cups on the Temperance card shows here that your person is actually working to overcome the major obstacle that got in the way of this whole relationship, okay? And it's the vibe that they're holding back, but there's still unfinished business between the two of you guys. It's almost as if you guys are both nervous or fearing retaliation if either one of you reach out, right? Almost like they're afraid you're going to go off on them. Maybe that's why I mentioned Kroger rubber bands for your crab claws. Hey, you're the cardinal water sign. People need to respect that. But anyways, it's like, even like you haven't reached out because like you guys fear that it could go in the wrong direction, right? And a little bit of that is what's keeping the Two of Swords, the Ace of Cups together. But with the Hermit card, it's kind of like that they're trying to control you still through the silence. Like this is their way of keeping you there until they've finished overcoming this obstacle. But I don't pull the vibes that they're doing it on purpose. I think before, due to their emotional immaturity, they would do it on purpose. They would cut you off, or they would ignore you or not answer you. The silence was their way of controlling the situation, and it would get you to the energy almost like that they would try to get you upset. All right, just to see how you'd respond or react out to it. Okay. They never really understood real love. And that was a big part of this. You know part of their past before they ghosted and just disappeared on you. And this person did an act that has Houdini and David Copperfield both like, whoa, you know. The thing on it is, it's due to the fact that they never experienced love like you. This person was very mistreated before they met you. Some of you guys know parts of it. Some of you may not. For some of you guys, they may have gone through a form of either verbal abuse or some other form, even an Ace of Wands abuse at some point, possibly. And it has resulted in them locking themselves up internally, which never allowed them to open up. And because they suspect that everybody's out to get them, they took it out on you just like everybody else. But the Eight of Wands shows that they're still watching you as this progresses forward. The fact that they're watching you online, they're looking through your social media or even just the old photographs in the phone, because they're seeing you as a bit of a star. And you're like, wait, Archer, how do you pull that off of that Eight of Wands? I'm a Cancer. How do they see me as a star off of a Sagittarius card? Besides the fact that we're in the Sagittarius time slot right now because we're doing this backwards. It's not just that. Ringo Starr is in the center of that star. He's a July 7th Cancerian. That's why whatever they're reminiscing about and looking back on you, it's what's leading them to a point of getting to the Ace of Cups, that you guys can meet again on a higher elevation. All right. There was some unfinished work that had to be done. And so it's like, well, they're finishing their lesson and test, which they do pass, which is cool. In the meantime, though, you guys have a little bit of abundance coming your way. Okay. That gets you to a point so that your money gets on track, your personal life gets in order, and those things iron out so that the two of you guys don't have fights about that going forward. You're both actually being brought into a place of emotional maturity to be ready for a long-term union. Okay? Hey, sitting on the dock of the bay, how you been? Oh my goodness, I missed you. That's awesome. Good to see you. Hey, Shal's, what up, what up? So let me get some more on this, because with the Chariot here, that's your major arcana. This is cool. I love it when a sign's major arcana comes out for them during a reading, because that's you taking your power back and elevating going forward. Oh, that's cool, Indigo Dream. You're a birthday twin with Matt Frazier. I'm a birthday twin with Ringo Starr. Happy birthday. All right, so let me get some more on this with that Queen of Cups, because this is them wanting to reach out and ask for forgiveness. Okay, the Queen of Cups is your card, but it talks about real love, unconditional love, real forgiveness too. You do have a message coming in, and the Page of Wands is going to have you kind of dancing around your, like you're back in high school, dancing around in your bedroom, singing into your hairbrush. Or actually, this came out earlier too, because for my male Cancers, this message that's incoming, it's the equivalent of finding the 10mm socket. Who'd that come out for? Was that Pisces or was it Capricorn? I can't remember. And 10 of Cups, it was Pisces. Okay, thanks God. 10 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, the 7 of Cups. Oh, okay. See? The silence on this is what they thought would work, but it's not. And it's kind of in a way, whatever they're going through and processing in order to reach out, they're finishing that part up, right? Because they never really thought about what you were looking for with your version of the 10 of Cups, right? With the Ace of Wands, though, there's still a spark between the two of you guys, right? Cancer. Look at Ringo's drumstick. They're totally looking at your Ace of Wands. Exactly, Sandy. You know what I'm talking about, right? Ace of Wands, Cancer. I would love this to be that there's a spark or a passion getting ignited. There's still a chord or a bond between the two of you guys. Yeah, King of Swords, King of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. They want to butter your crab legs. Cancer. Psst, Cancer, come here. Crosswatcher, earmuffs. Cancer. They want makeup, boom, boom. Okay. I can't help it. Okay, hi, Crosswatcher. What's up? Cancer misses you too. It's fine. Anyways, totally. Ace of Wands, King of Swords. They can't not get their mind off of you. Some of you guys could be going through a separation or a divorce, because the King of Swords is voted most likely to get divorced in the Tarot Yearbook, okay? It's like a pending separation, because they don't want it to end any more than you do. But a pause was still needed, because for some of you guys, they might have been addicted to the Ace of Wands, maybe a little hypersexualized or something. Although I don't see anybody complaining about that. Don't make me snort, Cancer. It's the Justice card. Cancer's like, if they want to think about that. So there is no Cancer here objecting to them like that. I'm okay. There is no way to politely back out of this one. And everybody laughing, getting my Jeep, we're going to the river. But I like that the Justice card showed up, Libra energy, okay? Because the Justice card speaks about balancing out the emotion and the logic of the brain, the left and the right brain, and coming into a place of balance in order to proceed forward. Libra shows up, okay? This tells me that whichever one of you two are nervous about making the contact, even God is saying it's okay. The right person has been brought into this person's life in order to teach them how to be either a man of God or a woman of valor, to be ready for a high-level connection, okay? Even in the silence, they have never stopped. And it's almost a little bit of Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner, because their plan backfired in your face. They're like, I'm going to control Cancer by blocking Cancer, and then Cancer going to want me. And then, like, didn't happen. And now it's backfiring on them, where they're like, wait a second, now I want Cancer. What? Hold it. Wait, what? 7 of Cups. The stuff that they went through, that got in the way of it, right? And that's what they're working to overcome. So the way they would try to use the silence in order to upset you, and the other mind games that they were playing, it was like they were mind Ace of Wanding you, Cancer, right? Trying to get a reaction out of you, even if by silence. And it was their, like, what maybe started out as a really weird way of flirting became a lot to deal with, right? It's got them approaching something different, because the way the mind games that were being played, it would lead you to a point of, like, God had to put this on a pause, because they needed to work on their emotional maturity, because they were just way too emotionally withdrawn from a person that they had been with before you two met. a little bit of like trauma drama from a past relationship that they hadn't fully got over. Okay, I got you. Whoever's throwing that spell work on you, that's been dealt with. That's a jealous third party that doesn't even make themselves known, isn't it? Don't worry, you're covered on that. Yeah, judgment card. You're covered. You're good. Guess what your rewards are, Cancer? Guess what your rewards are? Remember how at the beginning with the prayer that we did at the beginning of the reading was about you getting whatever is being wished ill upon you back 8 times in abundance, right? What if your person comes back incorrect 8 times over? Judgment card, Scorpio Aries energy. That's the Fool card. All right. So the reason I'm seeing this is that I believe you had a jealous third party of some kind casting the evil spell work on you, right? Wishing that Cancer never finds happiness, never finds love. It could have literally been the energy that led to the derailment of this. Because some third party that you didn't even know was going to be a third party is jealous of you. And that's one of the 7 of Cups, 7 deadly sins, right? Do you realize what your abundance is? It's that your person comes in 8 times over and literally, like I said, loves you so much that they turn clingy. And Cancer, you're the one sign that can handle that. You're like, I'm ready. Let my person be clingy. That's what you get, so that this other person who is casting the spell work on you gets to watch you be loved and happy and in a relationship with the person on your mind for the rest of your life. So whoever casted the spell work on you really should have thunk about the consequences of their results too. Because you get to go off and be happy and they get to watch it. And you get to go off with your person and be happy. The Fool card to the Ace of Wands, Aries energy, enters the chat where they're getting ready to take a shot. Okay? The Emperor's 2 and the Strength card that leads right back to your major arcana on the Chariot. The Chariot's what the Emperor drives into a great battle. All right? That your person is persevering. Whatever got in the way of this, an addiction to drama, an addiction to flirting, an addiction to booze, pills, whatever it was, an addiction to Ace of Wands. Although I do not hear one Cancer going, is there such a thing as an addiction to Ace of Wands, Archer? Are you sure you're making that up, Clark? The rest of we're going to need a lot of butter. Anyways, we're going to need bigger bips. Stop it. Anyways, this is telling here that whatever it was, the way that they were emotionally withdrawn, because that person before you, it ruined their self-confidence. It wrecked them. They could have, yeah, maybe that is why that, like, what they'd gone through, they never had, they kept trying to get over it and like falling off the wagon, so to speak, right? But it's like if you are dealing with somebody that's overcoming an addiction of any kind, it's that never quit quitting energy where like they stop with the drama, they stop with the drinking, they stop with the attention, right? And maybe it falls back off for a little bit, but then they never quit quitting. And I do a lot of counseling and public engagements at NAs and things like that, that an addiction can affect the entire family. It's a big thing to overcome. And you can't get upset with people for that, because it's not so much, it's like getting mad at somebody and being like, why can't you overcome an addiction? It's like looking at somebody and being like, why can't you overcome cancer? Right? Just feel better. This person never quit quitting. And this is the time they complete the lesson. Okay. So the thing on this is that the thing that they kept trying to get over, the thing they kept trying to beat that they never fully successfully accomplished, whatever it is to your situation, they did it. This is the time they do it. All right. And we're experiencing that mass narcissistic collapse of society as we elevate and leave that narcissistic energy behind in 2025. We're not leaving people behind, but those people are getting them. They're getting Men in Black flashy thingy, the brains being wiped. That's a rough adjustment. However, your person is rather strong. Strength card is there. And I think they can persevere through it. I am being told that this is the time they beat it and they come your way. You guys get to go off and be happy as the rewards for the bad juju spell work that has been cast on you and your person. Meanwhile, on a side note, I do see here that you have, this is not your person, Cancer, okay? I do see here on this one that you kind of have some kind of a psycho ex that's crying in the shower over you. And it's not your person. oh my gosh, this could be the person casting the spell work on you because their plans got foiled and you wind up getting happy and married to your person and they wind up at home alone staring at the ceiling crying in the shower. Oh, Cancer. The thing about this is this person that's crying in the shower over you, that's not your person, that couldn't you couldn't care less about this person if you were being paid to. Okay, fair. um, yeah, I was gonna say earmuffs, but it's like at this point you don't care. So the thing on this is that this is basically your Judas, right? And they're facing their karma, which is watching you and your person work out because you and your person are heading for marriage. Because like you're both wanting for like what you feel yeah, you guys are both waiting for what you feel be the right time to reach out. And it's already at a point here that it could happen at any point. Okay. God, even with the justice card, Libra energy has given the clearance that neither of you guys are going to lash out at each other. You guys, the reason you feel so depressed is because they're depressed too. And hey, crosswatcher, the reason you feel depressed is because Cancer's depressed too, because you guys miss each other. Then you guys feel even more depressed because some goober's over here playing around with spell work, and this person should not be doing that. All right. So you two wind up okay. This person goes bye-bye, right? And then you guys get to move on and go forward. This is an energy that it's like you're both wanting or waiting for that right time to feel comfortable and reach out and start from scratch. This could actually happen in the week ahead. They are getting ready to press send, and it's the rewards for what you guys have been through and all those people casting the evil eye your way that you guys get to come together to prove that point. If you have not gotten a text message yet, I'm shocked. Okay. All right. I'm seeing about 48% of you guys already have an incoming message. The rest of you guys, you straight up got a 94% chance of communication this week. It's an incoming warm front. Okay. And the other problem solves itself. So I love that for you. So that other person casting spell work. How foolish. All right. People that cast spell work like this, God has no problem glitching them out. Straight up. Crash outs, cell phone in service, power failures. Nothing works out right for people that cast magic like that. So we'll just leave that be. All right. That's got some strong Leo vibes and Cancer. Aries is here. Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Virgo, Libra, Pisces, Leo, Scorpio, and more Libra too. Strong Pisces and Libra. Could even be another Cancer for some of you guys. But anyhow, I do hope that helps. Heads up, that annoying black magic third party energy will be long gone. All right, that person wasn't even a third party anyway because your person couldn't care about them or doesn't even know they exist and you couldn't care about them. So that goes bye-bye and then you guys get to go forward. And the first time you guys meet up, for some of you guys, even if you think they're at a distance, somebody's going to wind up stopping by or coming to visit for you guys, right? Somebody is getting ready to put on either that dress or that outfit that makes you question your life's decisions, and they come looking for you in a really good way. It's like, hi, boom. Anyways, and boom goes the dynamite. Oh, my word. Cancer, please hype and like the reading on your way out. I will see you back here on Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern for your individual collective reading. And otherwise, until then, I'll see you at 4 o'clock on Wednesday, the 31st, for the New Year's Eve bash with me and Frankie and Sunshine. And but otherwise, till next time, I'll see you then. Peace, love, and spinny hugs. Love you, Cancer. All right. Do. On to next up is Gemini. Gemini, you are in Capricorn space. All right. So Gemini is finding out what it feels like to be a Capricorn and having to wait for 9 other signs. We'll return to Aries to Pisces next week. Pisces won the vote, so here we are. Exactly, Mindy, right? Finally. All right, guys, let's do it to it. It's time for Gemini. I've been waiting to read for you. I love reading for Gemini. Where'd my water go? Oh, I left it over there. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Hold on. And to everyone here hanging out on TikTok, YouTube, in the chat and everything, hype and like this reading for you guys. Tap the screen, show some love. I love being here for you guys. This is your channel. We're here for you. All right. So let's do this. Gemini. Biblical. Okay, cool. Ooh, shadow deck? Nope, you already touched the biblical deck. Focus. Okay, cool. We're there. I love you too, Core Goddess. Spinny hugs. I've missed you. Gabriella, what up? All right. Gemini, let's put you at 244 on the dot. Nice. What up, Gemini? How you doing? Oh my gosh, it's about time I got to read for you today. I love reading for you because you are the one sign that I never have to rainbow unicorn it. And my Gemini, Mars, and Mercury totally approve of that. I love it. All right. So let's find out, lay into it, and get extra nosy. That's what I was trained to do. Here we go. God, tap me in, tune me into Gemini's energy, and give me everything you got for Gemini. Could be in with an Aries or a Cancer because the Ace of Wands showed up, and Cancer had a lot of Ace of Wands in their reading. Anyways, maybe there's something in the Cancer reading for you, but let's see what we got. All right, give me 2 shuffles for Gemini. Here we go. Let's do it. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the pretty fly Geminis, because all the signs say you're pretty fly for a Gemini. Ooh, 7 of Pentacles. The parable of the sower coming in, okay? This here shows that little things around you, the signs that are coming in the week ahead, are going to amplify. Some of you guys are seeing more about personalized plates. Some of you guys are noticing I forgot to change the banner. Thanks, Janet. Whoops. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Gemini. My bad. Some of you guys might have strong Cancer in your chart. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Anyways, 7 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands. This is me too, Gemini. I'm sorry I left the Cancer banner up for you. Cancer, sit down. You already had your reading. Okay. The 2 of Swords. This person has tested your faith way beyond, and tested your patience way beyond. This person is beating out whatever got in the way of this, though. I feel like this is more your person's energy, the 2 of Swords, than you, which means I know you're being tested, but they're being tested even worse, even more. They're going through more HE double hockey sticks than you are, okay? So let's see where it leads to. Yeah, King of Wands, totally regretting their decision. They're taking over your reading. Empress card, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, 3 of Wands. The Devil, I knew it. I felt it. Felt that coming. Okay, the 2 of Pentacles. There is a lot of Capricorn. And the Knight of Pentacles. There's a lot of Capricorn energy on this reading. Aries, Cancer, Sagittarius, Taurus, Libra, more Taurus. Some of you guys could be cuspers too. Okay, but I get this. So this person is actually literally, hold on, not even you. Well, no, you count 2 King of Wands. This person's beating out whatever addiction overcame the whole relationship because you never got to meet them. You met the addiction. Devil card, King of Wands. I think they were addicted to the attention. They had no problem leaving you unread, not focusing on you, your wants, your needs, but no problem reaching out and communicating with everybody else under the sun. You'd see their social media posts, you'd see them liking other stuff, their texts had other stuff going on, and you're like, wow, but you can leave me unread, right? A little bit of the attention-seeking behavior got to be a lot on it with that King of Wands. Some of you guys, they've actually wrote you a letter, a physical letter or a note. But it's either that they were addicted to trauma or just fighting for others, like maybe, yeah. I mean, for some of you guys, it could be booze or pills, something like that. But I really feel this was an addicted to drama or addiction to an attitude. The entitlement and the ego got in the way. They could do no wrong, right? So the whole thing about this is that, like, I'm feeling like the 2 of Pentacles on the Devil card, they were addicted to being a runner. They were so used to being a runner. That's why the fight or flight kicked in every time, and they would run. Then they'd apologize, come back, and it won't happen again, and then it would happen again. They were addicted to being a runner. The dismissive avoidant energy became really strong because one breath, they're like, Gemini, I'm in it for everything with you. Next breath, they're like, oh, hold on, wait, no. And you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, whatever this addiction is, this was the problem. The cardinal energy is pretty strong here. Aries, Libra, Taurus, nope, Taurus, Capricorn. Ooh, Taurus is trying to jump in on that one. And Cancer, Libra, Cancer, Aries, Capricorn. Anyways, Taurus gets honorable mentions apparently because they're trying to take over your reading. They're totally trying to take over your reading. This is interesting. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Because they're a little shocked, but I want to know why. King of Wands. Do you know that they are talking to literally anybody that will listen to them about you? You're like, no, Archer, they're being quiet. They probably don't even think about me. No, I'm telling you, it's like that scene in Airplane where the lady's freaking out and everybody lines up down the aisleway to explain a few things to her. You got a lot of people around your person's energy, right? Around them that's getting tired of hearing about you. The World card. I told you. The world card on the Knight of Swords. Look at their coworkers looking like Paul the Apostle, being like, oh my God, would you just talk to, just call Gemini. Yeah. Oh man, everything I did, I wish I'd known better. Oh my gosh, I should never do. And the people around them are burnt out on it. And actually, I think that's what's causing them to achieve maturity, that they're finding out that there's exactly the white phones are for local calls. Okay. But hey, Sandy, I just want to let you know, good luck. We're all counting on you. The world card on the Knight of Swords, everybody around them is begging them to talk to you. And they're like, I can't. Strength card, I can't. Daniel in Lion's Den. They are nervous because the thing on it is, whatever it was, is that it was so hard to hold a mature adult conversation with them, especially with them running around like crazy, Leo energy, so focused on themselves. No situational awareness, which led to all this entitlement. You got to do what they want to do, Gemini. And Gemini's like, no, you did actually try it for the longest time. Oh my goodness, bless your heart. You put up with a lot where you're like, you know what, Archer? I changed a lot about myself to try to make them happy. That's like, whoa. And they would never change for you, the Chariot. And like it says in my post that's on TikTok and the shorts that I posted last night, that if one party doesn't come back changed, the lesson repeats. But the Chariot's what the Emperor drives into a great battle that they return victorious from. It was so hard for them to hold a mature adult conversation, right? Without them running around like crazy. The drama, the fits, the fights, cardinal energy, right? When they did go off, it was a temper tantrum. Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Six of Cups. See, for some of you guys, they were doing something like maybe using children as manipulation. Somebody might owe you a lot of child support for some of you or something. And that explains why they're getting their karma. This is one of the things that would make Jesus slide somebody down a table in a temple, right? He's been known to tip a temple at a time too. And whenever people decide that they needed to use children for bad, any form of child neglect, Jesus had a special place in his heart for children and would get really ticked off if others neglected them, especially in a form of self-righteousness. I actually do see things working out for you in this case. 3 of Swords, 4 of Wands, where you think it's going to work out against you, but with a 4 of Wands, the rewards come your way in going forward. You know what I mean? They couldn't keep bringing that into this on the 3 of Swords. For some of you guys that have it confirmed on this one, it's like you called them out on something, or it's like they sussed you out for like they were projecting out everything they were doing behind your back on you. 3 of Swords, the 4 of Wands, right? Hey, Alyssa, what up? Hi, Mindy. But with that 10 of Swords, it's like, oh, so like you'd be left unread. They were interacting with other people, making social media posts, and then when you confront them about it, oh, Gemini, just relax. You're making it into way more. Like, stop being all suspicious, Gemini. You had a justifiable reason to be suspicious. That might be on the 5 of Pentacles why you like, I don't know if you're willing to give them another chance on it. I don't think they know either. Let me get cards to find out. The cardinal energy is really strong here. It doesn't got to be their sun sign. It's just the part of their chart activated, though. Oh, my goodness. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Those 2 cards have been coming out for a lot of readings. Y'all, going into 2026, y'all, we are on the verge of unions, reunions, marriages. All right? Like Aisha. Aisha's getting married tomorrow. All right? That's just a domino. If you're here watching this, you got marriage coming in. A lot of signs have been getting the King and the Queen of Cups. So the big thing on this is that the mind manipulation was really ridiculous because you found out you were right about everything they were accusing you of. And then you know, the more this got to, God had to cut this off because they couldn't keep neglecting you and bullying you just because like they had you, right? The comments, the passive aggressiveness, the whole making you feel like, oh, Gemini, you are so blessed to have me in your life, Gemini. You need to be thankful. Whoa, right? That's what I think they went through on this with the 9 of Cups. For those of you especially that have done the prayer, some of you guys have done the prayer where you're like, God, if this person's not meant to be in my life, take them out. And then they're still there. And you're like, God, and God's like, I know. They're supposed to be in your life. You guys have a deep soul contract. King to the Queen of Cups. So the biggest thing on this one is that they really need to learn you're a human, not a possession, you know? And that's a big part of this. So their karma hasn't been very pretty on this, but they are having to pay the piper for what they did before they reach out. Okay? The King of Cups is the king that turns the cup inward, the card of self-love, self-care, to realize what they did to contribute to the derailment of this in order to mature and level up and come back and correct to match you on your Queen of Cups. All right? So they have to finish paying the karmic debt, but I'm being told they do because they're elevating into the King, Queen of Cups status with you before they reach out. It's not a matter of if, because they have beat it this time and closed it out. Devil card to the World card, Capricorn motivation energy, that it's not a matter of if, it's when, that they reach out with the apology. And then at that point, you have the free will on your side of the fence, whether you choose to accept or not. But the thing is that they are literally growing up as we speak and overcoming whatever that devil energy was that derailed them. So you can meet them fresh, get to know the real them. You know what I mean? I love that for you. You have like highest probabilities of things working out right now that I'm putting you at 98% chance of communication. Totally, right? Right. I got told I was wrong. 99% chance of communication. Bonus points if you're dealing with a Virgo. All right? Or somebody with a strong Virgo in their chart. Every sign is here. I'm not even going to read them all off. It's your person. It's the one on your mind, and you are manifesting change in them that will blow your mind. Six of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Go time. Bonus points for that spare change or the loose pennies you keep finding on your path. All right? And the spare $20 bill stuffed in your pocket or your coat. All right? That's just a bonus, though. All right. I hope it helps, Gemini. Keep us posted here in the comments. Let us know when they reach out because it is so that close to happening. All right. You can even just leave emojis if you want to keep your private life private. God knows what you're thinking. We can still help you manifest. It's cool. All right. Please hype and like the reading on your way out. Subscribe, be a part of the fam. And we will be doing your live collective individual reading tomorrow, Tuesday, every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. Otherwise, until next time, peace, love, and spinny heads. I'll see you later, Gemini. Bye. I'm rubber, you're glue. That means you're the best, Kate. You're the best too. What up, Kate? How you doing? Gabriella, you are welcome, Chaka. Thank you for taking time to hang out with us. Thanks for being here, being part of the fam. You guys are awesomeness. I love you. Oh, wow. Hold on, I got to do some quick math. Oh, wow, we're pushing to the 300 people here right now. Love and hype that like. Tap the screen and show some love for you guys. I'm here for you. You guys deserve it. What's up, Josephine? Josephine and Josie are here. What up, Josie lady? How you guys doing? Oh my goodness. All right. Janet, we made it. It's Taurus time. All right. I know, right, Cappy Goat? I love you, girl. Yeah. We got 185 hanging out on YouTube. We're pushing almost 100 on TikTok. We're fire right now. Everybody here right now, you getting what you want in 2026. Your wishes will be granted. All right. Okay, on to Taurus. Let's do this. Do. There we go. Okay. Sandy, again, thank you for your generosity to the channel and the family. You are amazing. I want financial abundance and blessings and love for you in 2026, Sandy. You're the awesomeness. You sure will, Josie lady. Before Gemini season, I'll tell you what. Okay, let's see where we go. You ready? Ready, Julia? All right, ready, April, May, June? Aw, thank you, April, May, June. I'm rubber, you're glue. You're the best too. Dude, we are all, water seeks its own level. We are all some best high vibe vibrations here. I love it. Dude, likewise, Sandy. Thank you. All right, Taurus, you are going to be at, and I want to use the Rockstar deck for you. You're going to be at 258.18. I kind of dig the vibes off of that. That's a cool timestamp. All right, so what you up to? How's it going? All right. Hey, Taurus, what up? It's about time we got to you, right? This is how it feels to be an Aquarius, apparently. But hi, Taurus, what's up? Thank you very much for being here, being a part of this. Go ahead and think about your person. And we will be doing your live individual collective reading tomorrow and every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. So hang out, come back, and be a part of the fam. All right, let's go, Taurus. God, give me everything you got for Taurus energy, please, and thank you. Tap me into Taurus vibes. What do we got for our terrifically tenacious Taurians? Let's do it. Taurus, what do we have for Taurus? What do we have for Taurus? All right, let's do it. You ready? Okay. 2 shuffles. Here we go. I'm a Cancer sun. You're a Taurus. So supposedly Cancer and Taurus, we go along like peanut butter jelly. So come on, I got your back. You ready? Let's do it. 1 and 2. Let's love this deck for the terrifically tenacious, triumphant Taurians. Toro. Ooh. Prayers being answered. Over energy is the 9 of Cups. Pisces energy coming in. 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. Whoa. Taurus, this has come out for a few signs, but I'm feeling it for you too. I think some of you guys feel like that your blessings, your 10 of Pentacles and your 9 of Cups are being 8 of Swords blocked by a Page of Wands energy on this. I think you've been succumbing to some spell work. Somebody casting spell work or like black magic, evil energy. Wow. There's a lot of that going around right now. That makes sense with it being the narcissistic collapse right now. The narcissistic energy mindset is collapsing as the earth expands. So I could see that. Okay, as I lay your cards out, I'm going to do the prayer for you. There's plenty of other tarot channels out here that can explain to you about spell work and destiny swapping and all that. I'm just putting the spell out because this has come out for a lot of signs today. All right, so God, we do ask that you protect Taurus and keep them moving forward, protect them from any spell work, devil work, black energy, or anything being cast upon them. In turn, we do not ask it return to sender. We know 2 wrongs don't make a right, and vengeance is yours. We ask that the bad energy be cast off into the ethers in the universe, and that in return, Taurus receives abundance 7-fold. The Chariot. I was drawn to the number 7. So the complete opposite of what is being wished upon them in a negative way, we wish to be cast upon them in abundance 7 times better, bigger, and more. All right. We ask this, please, and thank you. Amen. All right. Give me an energy. Give me a confirmation that message was received. The Tower. Complete life shifts. You're protected. Here's what I'm being told. The prayer I just did, whoever is casting spell work on you, Tower moment. All right. Meanwhile, you've got a good Tower showing up on that Queen of Cups because somebody is realizing they love you. 3 of Swords, Page of Cups. Told you. And actually, that's a little bit of the karma. I feel, Taurus, like for you, it's your person doing it, right? Maybe it's something like they were like, you'll never be anything without me, or I'm going to make sure you never find love. Or I think it's your person doing the spell work. And because I put that out there, 3 of Swords, Page of Cups, I blocked them. The spells have no power on you anymore. You're getting abundance and it's going to get to them. 3 of Swords, Page of Cups. You've been feeling drained from what they put you through and it's become a lot to process. You're just tired of how they keep judging you for just being yourself. Like things were really good at first when you met this person and then all of a sudden, like it's like once they had you, they changed. And it's got you thinking in another direction of like, why did I make this choice? Right? Because they talked a really good game in the beginning. It could be enough that it caused you to walk away from something else, someone else, because they put a great offer on the table, right? But this person's a little bit of your missing puzzle piece because I just had to do the puzzle piece on TikTok. They're finding the little pieces of the puzzle that put things together, right? And you at this point with that Devil card of the 7 of Cups, it's almost like with what they've been casting on you, things were good when you guys met and got taken off. But then like once you committed to them, then the white rabbit showed up, right? And once the rabbit came in, everything changed. And it's got you kind of in that direction of like, why did I go this way with the High Priestess? Maybe you haven't tried to work this out yet, but somebody's getting ready to reach out. Or for some of you guys, because this person is the person casting the spell work on you, you're looking in another direction, right? And you're like, I think you've cut this person out. And that's why the spell work was still affecting you. But with the spell work over now, you get to go in the direction for the person that's actually on your mind, right? You're giving me the vibes that it's like in the direction that you went, that you wish you'd gone in another way from this one because this person put you through too much and it's lead you back in a different direction. The Devil to the 7 of Cups is when it showed up. This is the vibes that you've got. You know what you've been putting up with this person? It's like, crosswatch your earmuffs. Some of you guys feel like even meeting this person was a mistake or something, okay? What you don't realize is that it actually is a lesson because you and the person you're supposed to be with are getting ready to happen, okay? The person casting spell work on you is going to get to watch you succeed. And I got a similar message for Cancer, all right? Hi, Crosswatcher, what's up? Never mind. Because there's a real Crosswatcher, the one that's really on your mind as opposed to this person that's casting the spell work your way, right? And I see you getting rewarded for that in love with that Devil card on the 7 of Cups. So the thing that comes in on this one is that you taking your power back has you wondering why you're thinking about trying to work things out with someone else. Because this person has you feeling stuck and you don't like it. It's like the moment you give in, the moment you're like, okay, let's get into a relationship. Okay, let's get started. Okay, let's do something. They stopped, right? They stopped trying. And then they started throwing their attention in other directions. And that's why it's got you thinking like, why didn't I give that other person the proper chance? Right? And that's what's got you going in another direction from the direction you're at. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong about that. It's like lessons learned. And it allows you guys to get together with the person that you really want to be with. So you had somebody trying to be a third party that's not in any way a relationship, right? 4 of Wands. It's like some of you guys, it's part of the twin flame journey. For those of you that subscribe to it, you could have been dealing with a twin flame. Some of you possibly a karmic. True twins shouldn't be unleashing spell work on each other. It's like you met your twin once. It's like maybe this is somebody from when you were younger. Previous attempt, a false start vibes, a high school crush, a high school sweetheart or something. But it's at the energy that you're wondering why you're still trying to work things out with someone else because you're at a point that you don't want to be stuck anymore. Like how this one person is more worried about status or clout and stuff like that, whereas you're like, this person, I kind of miss that person, right? Some of you might even be nervous, like, I can't reach out. I'm Mercury retrograding on somebody, but it's not. It's that you and the other person are being drawn in as a result of this person casting out that spell work. Okay, I see what's up. 5 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. So if we cut out the person on that one, that changes a mindset because the status, the clout seeking. This person was trying so hard to keep stuck. They wanted to keep you stuck while they were trying to keep up with the Joneses. And the way they would manipulate the words, like you would say something, they'd spin it all around and be like, I didn't even say it that way. This person could take anything and turn it into something bad, right? So they're feeling stuck more because of how they were more worried about status or clout. This person isn't wanting to let you go while you're wanting to move in another direction. Fool card, right? Some of you guys could have someone stalking you while you're trying to get back with this person over here. Strong cardinal energy. Libra, Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, Sagittarius is here. The mutable energy too. Gemini or Pisces. Somebody here might even have a Pisces moon. Maybe even a Libra moon. Strong Pisces and Libra. But the 2 of Swords says this is a great test because you're taking your power back and you're going to stand up for yourself. That way that they were behaving is like a way of using this to manipulate you. But it actually winds up working out in your way because this other person here is actually helping you through this. Empress, the 5 of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. Yeah. You got somebody that you're nervous about talking to that actually comes in as a blessing and helps you through this. Empress card to the 3 of Wands. That it shows up in just the right time, Taurus, to make it work out. Because, okay, the thing about this is that I think this energy on this one is that you get to break out of this person that's keeping you stuck with whatever they're holding over your head, okay? Could be children, could be legalities, could be a car lease, a home, anything like that. And the way that they mind manipulate into this, like they came across like totally Empress vibes. This person was all that and everything. As soon as the mask fell off, you found out they were in a rough shape. So then you get to go back this way. And then it's like, this is somebody like either through your work or your friend circle or something, because I do see you bringing something up to somebody else, right? About like, I'm getting unstuck from this situation. I'm breaking up. I'm getting a divorce or whatever in order to go this way. And then like this mutual friend goes to this other person like, hey, did you find out Taurus is coming your way? And then this person, the true person on your mind is like, no way. Oh my gosh. And then you guys get to work things out. 5 of Wands, lessons learned. The 5 of Wands talks about those lessons that have been learned in order to proceed forward into your 6 of Wands success with the true person on your mind, not the one that tries to manipulate your brain and make you feel insecure or inferior, right? Queen of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Some of you guys have even been checking this person out as you've been thinking about reaching out to them to ask for something or to talk to them to see if they're open. And you're like, no, what I saw online, there's somebody else in their life. Maybe no, maybe I'm stuck here. Never. You're not. Nine of Pentacles tells me the true real person on your mind is in single person energy, and that they've got the people that you're noticing around them that you may suspect are third parties are actually the people God has lined up and brought into their life in order to teach them how to be ready for the relationship with you. They're not in a relationship. They're Nine of Pentacles. They talk to the person they're talking to these other people about you. You're like, no, I'll bet you they moved on and they're with that person now. No, that person's actually helping them get ready for another chance with you. Queen of Wands on the Six of Cups. Everybody being brought into both of your guys' lives are in order to train you guys, in order to come back together and beat the devil energy in order for a successful union. Okay? So even for those of you that it is your person that casts the spell work on you, they're paying their karma for that part. Okay? Can't use love spells to do the controls on it. You can put it on as a protection, but it's like you can't affect free will, right? You can put protection in the love department on spells like that. Spell work just affects free will. That's why null and void doesn't work. That's why when people try to cast spell work or bad energy, God, like once you let God know you ain't having it and you pray for it like we did, then it pops. Okay, they can't touch you. They won't have the effect on you now. So it's like, you know what the big thing is? You know how this person who's more worried about status and money and everything? Okay, this person's getting ready to call your bluff. They're going to try to make you feel bad or jealous and tell you that they're cheating on you or found something else or found someone else or they're staying single, they're not ready, and they think they're hurting you, but in reality, it's like they hedge the bet. You call them and they wind up walking away. Okay. This allows you and your person to work out with that negative energy coming out of the equation because you've got that third party that they're like in no way a third party, but they won't leave you alone. So you and your person can be happy. All right. This way, you guys, you get rid of the clout chaser by them trying to call your bluff and make you jealous. And then you get to work things out with that person from before that it never got off the ground, right? It was that you guys were right. It was just right person, wrong timing. So you went this way, figured this out. We got the spell work off of you. So you're ready to go forward in your Empress energy. And then you and the true person on your mind get back together and work things out. Well, the stuff that happened since you guys went your separate ways, those lessons have all been passed. All right. Seven of Pentacles to Temperance. This shows here that the time is right because you both have been thinking about this. All right. That either one of you could push send. Both of you guys have been looking back into your old messages. All right. So it's one of those things that's a divine timing coming in so it works out for you guys. In this way, it's that you and this person can get this relationship on track while God is working to read out the riffraff in your life so that you guys can work things out with this person that you've actually been wanting to for a while. I love that for you going forward. One of you two are getting ready to press send. It's that close to happening. And God might help a little bit. God might be like, I might have to give him a little finger muscle spasm and oops, send. Uh-oh. What? I don't know. But it still works out. I love it for you. Keep your phone nearby you. They're getting balanced out. This is going to bring things back together. The logic and the emotion balanced out, and you're ready to go forward. You have got heavy-duty Libra energy here. Aries, cardinal energy. Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, Libra. Pisces is here. Sagittarius and Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries, Cancer, more Cancer and Libra, a lot of Cancer and Libra, Virgo, more Aries, Scorpio, and Pisces. All right. This is going to make for a little interesting reading for you tomorrow. So definitely subscribe, hang out, and be back so we can do your individual collective reading. It'll be tomorrow and every Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern. Meantime, please hype and like the reading on your way out. Subscribe and be a part of the fam. And until next time, I'll see you then. Okay? I love you, Taurus. I love it because the bad spell work energy, it goes away now in the week ahead. I love that for you guys. You had some people throwing some bad juju your way, but we took care of that. I love it for you. All right. And thanks for being here too, Taurus. All right. You guys ready? Oh, awesomeness. I'll bet it does. Ten of Swords. Might happen sooner for Aquarius than it does for Taurus. So, Aries, this is how it feels to be Pisces. This sucks. We started this all signs like 3 hours ago, right? Yep. Maybe this is a form of karma too, right? I don't know. Hi, Nancy. What up, girl? Spinny hugs. How you been? Finally, time for Aries. All right. Hi, Dawn. What's up, hon? Spinny hugs. Thanks for coming. All right. I'm hydrated. I'm ready. On to Aries. What up? All right. This is, hey, I'm a Cancer, and Cancer was in Sagittarius' spot. It's like, oh my gosh, this takes this long to get to the ninth reading? Yup. This is how long it takes to get to the 12th reading. Oh my goodness. The Queen Tiki, you're accurate. Queen Tiki's like, the Rams are restless. Aries, it's your time. Okay, let's do this. I would like to use Rockstar. Okay, fair enough. Let's go. Here we go. All right, maybe something into the Taurus reading ties or Aries Taurus cusper vibes or something. But anyways, let's do it to it. You ready? All right, Aries, you are going to be at 3:15:15. So let's do this for you. Here we go. What up, Aries? How are you doing? Thank you for being here, and thank you for your patience. We made it to the... I'm not giggling because you need a spinny hug. I'm only giggling because I don't know if the spinny hug is because I made you wait until the end. I didn't do it. I polled the audience at the beginning. Everybody picked Pisces. Either way, you get a spinny hug, whether it's your person or the fact that I made you wait till the end. I apologize. But it's spinny hugs for you. When my deck jams, you need a spinny hug. So I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to spin you around. You're going to start giggling. Your hair is going to blow in the breeze like you're in a Jeep with the tops off. So Jeep wave. All right? You may start feeling a little bit better. And even for my male Aries out there, bro hugs. Total bro hugs. Okay? Because you do got this. All right? So let's go. Let's find out why Aries needed a spinny hug. You have waited long enough. So like I always say to Pisces, let's go, Aries, because supper's in the backseat and mama's home hungry. So let's do it. So you guys could be Aries, Pisces, cuspers. The King of Pentacles just popped out of the deck. You got somebody who's growing up with the Magician card, and meeting you is what activated the change. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy, along with King of Pentacles, more Virgo. This here is somebody coming into a place of balance and stability. They're not acting like a child anymore. All right, let's do it. 2 shuffles. Give me what you got. Let's go. Aries, here we go. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that deck is like shuffling. All right, 2 shuffles. Let's go. 1 and 2. Cool. Let's love this deck for the amazingly awesome Aries. It's about time I got to you, right? Right? All right, let's go. I told you something similar to something about the Taurus reading and your reading are like parts 1 and parts 2. Even the 9 of Cups is back again too. They're getting ready to call you, Aries. I just had a phone call come through. Heads up, everything happens as a sign. There's a call coming your way with the 9 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. It's like the same reading. How did that happen? Oh my God, I got chills off of this. It's the same reading. Who y'all are dealing with a Taurus or someone with some Taurus in their charts? But your 8 of Swords is upright, which means you're already protected on spell work. Okay. 4 of Pentacles, you are protected. The Hierophant, oh my God, what is up with you and Taurus right now? This is freaky. 7 of Wands, Leo. 3 of Wands, Aries. 2 of Pentacles, Capricorn. 2 of Swords, Libra. Wheel of Fortune, Cancer, Sagittarius. Wow, this is deep. So this person had an attention span of a 5-year-old at the time, and it left you feeling like you were raising a child, not growing a relationship, right? Running around like a 5-year-old on Mountain Dew with an uncapped Sharpie marker when you didn't want to raise a child. You didn't need to deal with the player vibes or somebody that's immature. You wanted an actual relationship. 7 of Wands. 2 cards confirming protection, though. Oh my goodness, Eli, thank you. Wait, is that Eli? It's Emil. Hi, Emil. Oh my goodness, thank you for your generosity. Spinny hugs, Emil. Oh my gosh, this reading is sponsored by Emil, Aries. Beautiful, thank you. Oh my gosh, you're so generous. So it seems like their coworker or their friend circle is the biggest factor is why they acted like such a child, right? Maybe they work in a place or a vibe where it's like an immature energy around them or something, or like the locker room talk gets to be a lot. And the vibes on this one is that even in no contact, they're still going off and talking about you. They're on the phone to anybody about you. All right. The thing is that passive aggressive stuff off of them, they can't keep trying to do that. Like trying to belittle you or bully you. You're Aries. You're the cardinal fire sign. They don't know who they're messing with. Right. And that's why this all felt so Four of Pentacles, Seven of Wands uncomfortable, because they took you out of your place as the cardinal fire sign by trying to. It's like Megan Maroney. Well, is there an Aries? Is Megan Maroney dating an Aries? Or I don't even know how that works. Anyways, somebody might be a musician or a singer or something. But the thing is, it's the song "I'm Not Pretty." This person's passive aggressive bullying, that whole thing. Girl, let me guess, you don't like how I dress, and you're hating on the way I talk. Bless their heart, right? The way they would belittle you, or they were this is no wonder. This is something that would tick Jesus off. When people are more worried about polishing the outside of the cup than the inside of the cup, right? That's a problem. And then this person going in and like even stuff that you wanted to keep private or quiet, they could never do that. They had to go into work or go into their friend circle and just completely talk trash on you when you really tried, Pisces, Taurus, Leo energy on this. Capricorn's here, strong Capricorn. But it's kind of like that. The attention-seeking behavior was awful. This person is over extroverted because they're searching for acceptance. That's the biggest part on this. It's like they need everybody to be their friend, and they got to be Mr. and Mrs. Popular because this person is the complete opposite of hyper independent. They need external validation to feel good. Nine of Swords. And even Mick Jagger's showing up because guess what? They can't get no satisfaction, right? And they try, because that's, the Magician. The Ten of Wands to the Page of Wands, they're phony, right? They're William Campbell. They're a phony because on the Magician to the Ten of Wands with the Page of Wands, they are so worried about external validation. In reality, the inside of the cup was rough. And the problem with this is that so worried with no focus on direction, just worried about being Mr. and Mrs. Popular. No wonder it became a lot for you to deal with because they got to belittle you and throw you off your path because you're Aries. You're the cardinal fire sign. You are on point. You are on course. It's why you're the leader of the group, right? You keep the other 11 in line behind you like Santa's reindeer. This person tried to think they could stop that and belittle you, manipulate you with their words. And then the thing is, they're paying some serious karmic debt for how they use you for attention. They use you for your attention, right? And then in the end of it, it's like that movie Carrie. Whoa, I haven't seen that movie in a long time, right? That's the thing on this one. It's like calling you to the high school dance just to make funny and dump red paint on you and stuff. And it's like, whoa, God's not letting that slide. The only reason they're making those posts online where they look all crazy and Page of Wandsy, where they're like, you swear they're on something, they're chugged the 2-liter Mountain Dew or something like that, right? The whole thing on this is it's the change in the mindset because they couldn't keep using you the way they were. And that's why God had to glitch this connection in order to reboot their mindset so they grow up. They are lying about how wonderfully awesome and amazing. Think about it, Aries. They wouldn't have to bully you and make fun of you if their life was going good, right? They're going to just keep doing this, either like their social media posts and sending like text messages from burner numbers and fake accounts because they're in that shame. If they were doing so great, they wouldn't even give two hoots about what you were doing, right? The whole fact that they are online stalking you and every post that they make about you shows that, oh yeah, Crosswatcher, you're doing just fine without Aries, right? Oh yeah, you're great, right? Oh yeah, you hate Aries, right? If they did, Ten of Wands, they wouldn't be doing it. And you are just in a place of bringing yourself into a point of love and creation. You're creating, you're alchemizing, okay? The thing on this that comes in on this is it had to go this route because it's like, you know what the thing is? They're facing a lesson in emotional maturity because people aren't finding their antics amusing anymore. Now they're just annoying, right? I could sit on here like this too and be like, oh, wow, hey, Aries, they're annoying. People at work see them coming, those old friends that were the bad influences on them. Well, now they've moved on. They're doing their own thing. Now your person's finding out the weird antics aren't working for anybody. Nobody really digs them anymore. because they've been found out. Everybody knows they're fake. That's the thing. They're not happy. They're actually in a complete opposite mindset from what you think they are. They're making these happy diddy posts, but then behind the scenes, behind the scenes, they are like crying themselves to sleep over you, right? This is somebody that won't even go in their house because of the silence. They got to sit in their car like nonstop, right? Maybe somebody, like, maybe as a result, they like somebody maybe lives in a car, lives rather nomadic or something. I don't know. But yeah, something about this is that they were so worried about being Mr. or Mrs. Popular that as a result, they put you on the back burner. And now they're paying off the karmic debt for using your attention. They're facing this lesson in emotional maturity, which, like, dude, even their family and that's getting sick of their stuff. Somebody spends a lot of time on the road, travels or drives for a living or something, but somebody spends a lot of time on the road. So, yeah, like somebody that works from their car or something like that. But so they're facing this lesson because like nobody can get tired of this in their circle. They're all even the bad influences are sick of their stuff. Because guess what happened to all those? Hey man, it's like that. What was that? Married with Children, the No Ma'am Club or whatever. But now all the people that gave them this advice about, oh yeah, just treat Aries this way. Oh, just do this to Aries. Oh, who cares? Love them and leave them. Now all those people have now found people. And guess what? Your person was alone for the holidays. Yep. They might come on and lie to you that things went great or lie to their social media that things went great. They were alone. I'm not allowed to lie because I work for God. I have to tell you the truth. They were alone. However, this person, they can lie like a rug. They can lie like a Persian rug, right? And it's awful. 10 of Wands. That's what they had to overcome. Hey, Jen. Hey, Randy. So the thing on this is that they're facing this lesson in emotional maturity, and God here's the thing. God placing this forced isolation on them is what's leading them to grow up and want another chance with you. 10 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. You got strong fire vibes here, but then again, there's also Gemini and Capricorn too. So it's Cancer. Cancer's here. Sagittarius, Virgo, Libra, Capricorn, Gemini, Carrot Top Tarot, and Sagittarius. Anyways, so the thing on this that comes out is God's placing this forced isolation in here. That's what's leading up to them wanting another chance. The incoming message could lead to a renewing and the end of an avoidant era. This person was completely avoidant. Totally. But look at that. With the 6 of Wands on the 5 of Wands, this is what we've been talking about in the week ahead. The 5 of Wands, that's the lessons, that's preparing. The 5 of Wands I see as somebody learning to go towards their 6 of Wands. So these are those strikes and those strifes that they've been through. The 5 of Wands, they're learning their lessons and they're coming into the 6 of Wands where they actually successfully complete this test. I love this for you. This is success after you've overcome this 5 of Wands. So the incoming message, I think it actually could lead to like the end of the avoidant era for them, the change in the mindset, and then the choice to reconnect. That's up to you. One of their biggest delays that they're hiding from you is the shame and the guilt for what they did to you. Okay? God ain't letting them get away with it. That's why they're single, even though they're lying about, they are lying. They're single. They're literally lying about being popular, happy, and lovey-dovey and blah, blah, blah. Nope, they're on their own and they're coming your way. I like this for you. Oh, that's cool. Luke 12:15 for you. I love it. All right. I do hope that helps. And Aries, I'll see you back here tomorrow for your individual live collective reading. Otherwise, please hype and like the reading. And until next time, I'll see you then. Peace, love, and spinny hugs, Aries. Love it for you. The Lovers shows its destiny. It's in the contract. It's meant to be. Whatever you choose to do with it is up to you. All right? It's not a matter of if you hear from them. It's a matter of when. All right? Love you. What's going on in South Florida right now? I was just talking to Frankie earlier. Frankie's in Tampa. I was just talking. I got to get back down there and see Frankie again. I haven't seen her since last November. It's been a minute. But we are doing a live, everybody. All right? So we made it. We're good. Thank you guys all so much for being here. That was cool. It was neat doing it in the other direction. I love it. 60s and 70s in Florida. Oh my gosh, I got to get back to Tampa. I'm coming that way. Anyways, we made it, guys. Thank you all so much for being here, being a part of the fam. Don't forget too that me and Frankie over from Frankie's Tarot, all right, We're both going to be going live together for a collab All Signs New Year's Eve this Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern. So you can come and hang out with us. All right, we're going to be your Ryan and your Rita to welcome in the new year, see what's up for you and your person. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can scan the QR code. That'll take you to the booking site. It's all automated. It's all digital. You don't have to wait for me to reply back. All the pricing and everything is there and listed. Easy peasy. Hashtag instant gratification. Also, the link to the link tree where you can book appointments with me, TikTok, it's pinned in my bio too. All right. That will take you to the booking site, all the playlists the channel has, the original song that's used as the intro here, I Miss You, and everything, including all the channels I believe in, support, and trust too. So subscribe, hang out, and being part of the fam. And remember, this will resonate to every placement in your chart. We are FHA compliant here. We will read for any sign or placement, desires, and inquires. Does not have to be sun, moon, rising, or Venus, because all the parts of your charts are what makes you 1 in a billion. God believes in you even when you don't. And thank you guys all so much for being here. And God, thank you for the messages for everybody and bringing abundance in 2026. Guys, thank you so much for letting me be your tarot reader and being a part of the family in 2025. I look forward to what 2026 has in store for all of us, all right? So on that note, peace, love, spinny hugs, and I'll see you next year. All right, guys, I love you. Bye.
I miss how it used to be. You were the only one that I could see. You know I love you, whatever you do. And you know that I've always got your back. I'm trying to tell you that I miss you. The way that you sing in the car, not caring where you are, driving to work or to school, and doing everything you do. I'm trying to tell you that I love everything about you, and I miss you. I know I've done a lot of bad things to you, give me one more chance and I will make it up to you. You know it would mean a lot. I'm giving it all that I've got. I'd do anything for you, anything that you want me to. I'm trying to tell you that I love everything about you, and I'd do anything for you, and I miss. I miss you, yeah. Yes, I miss you.